Man,
Yep.
you
Hold on. Don't worry.
Speed
usually
Racer's the goal.
recording.
It's confirmed. Watch Speed Racer. Watch Speed Racer.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm busy bee.
every kid who's watching Speed Racer is yelling at the main character for, Racer X. That's your
Racer,
brother,
be
dude.
faster.
That's your brother, dude. Enough with this whole
Bro,
man of mystery. We all know it. Like,
he literally ran Racer X off the road and his car blew up. And he looked back and gave the devilish smile I ever seen, bro. That thing was funny. I was like, oh
hmm
god, when he runs this brother, he's gonna be so bad.
yeah,
Okay, posting things.
that's OG for you. Did you ever watch that? Nickelodeon brought Speed Racer back and showed pretty much next generation. I don't know if you got a chance to see that.
No, other than watching the original show, now I only seen the live action movie.
Hello. What's going
Hey,
on?
what's going on, Tevia?
Nothing really.
Cool.
You made it just
Yeah,
in time.
Happy lady.
yeah, we're down a member who's a bit tardy at the moment, but still hoping he shows up. All
Okay.
right.
Yeah, big
Do-do-do-do.
little beat.
Do-do-do. How big of a Speed
But
Racer fan are you, Tevia?
I haven't watched Beauty a very long time, so not much.
Do you remember Speed Racer using a gun in the old stuff?
No. Why?
Go ahead,
in
Austin.
the original series, he just be shooting. Every episode, he has a gun on him, and he has a pistol, he has a shotgun, he has an AK. It does not make sense, bro.
What? What kind of spirit do you watch? I don't even remember Turbo Teen in
I'm
spirit,
watching,
dude.
I'm watching the old version on YouTube, and he loses a race, and he got into a shootout with the person who won.
Okay, wait. How old is he again? I forgot. Like,
I think Speed Racer's like what, 18? A little bit less than 18?
nah, less than 18. He looks really young in that series. So,
Yeah, when
mhm.
you were 15 or 16, I don't remember.
Yeah, no. He's 18. He had
Oh,
to be
okay.
18 to drive. That's why I remember.
Well, you could be 16 with a permit, but okay, I get it. Okay, let's go with that 18.
No. I mean, in like these death races to be
Oh yeah.
Nah,
Do-do-do-do.
you put his speed racer good. This man he had every kind of possible. He got it scripted. At one point, Trixie fell into the water, and Speed Racer jumped in with a knife and killed a great white shark. Like it's just so insane.
This isn't okay. Racing in general really changed a lot during our times, I guess. Like,
Yes.
what? Next thing you're gonna tell me, like Speed Racer was out stopping wildfires with his race car? Yeah, you know.
Nah, but
Okay.
he was basically fighting crime. There's a point where a guy runs into his house and then tries to rob his dad for the designs of the Mach. I think the Mach 5. They're rebuilding it, and a guy
Uh huh.
sees Speed and he just looks away. And the dad's like, Speed, don't go
Hmm.
after him. He has a gun. And Speed just jumps out the window and chases this man down. Like this
Oh,
That's
there's
Speed
OG
Mr.
for
Racer.
you.
Tylenol. I see.
There's our Jake Jonah Jameson.
Jake Jonah Jameson. Jesus Christ.
All right. Well, now that we're all here, let's start us off on the topics.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I mean, first we gotta introduce ourselves. Okay. So, welcome to Comic Fanatic 2.0. You're here with me, Cryptid Zeker 415, ready to talk to you all about cat crap.
Yep.
Somebody,
Jake.
hey,
Jake. Austin. Just
Oh,
go.
hang on. My name is Jake Tylenol, the rider of the road, sufferer of technical issues. And I'm here to talk about, whatever they're talking about, I guess. I don't know.
gotcha.
Austin.
Uh, hey, I'm literally talking. You want to go with?
No. Not yet.
Anyway, Ace Comics Austin here to see Jake get frustrated with Fantastic Four this week.
Nope.
I'm Witch, also known as the Witch of Jotunheim, pronouns they, he, and I am having a crisis, just like Simon and Fiona.
Fuel. Tevia?
Yeah, I'm Thomas Smoker. You know me under my YouTube channel, Thomas Smoker. And I had to be on Phanatic week for tonight. Oh yeah, happy
Cool.
over there, everybody.
Cool. So with that, let's go on to the topics, and I'll start us off. Disney Plus delays Echo, Ironheart, and Daredevil.
Yeah, no shit, the strikes are going on.
Yes. Um,
I
I,
blame
I,
Jake's negativity.
Oh no,
I,
they
I,
delayed Daredevil.
Daredevil most
I,
likely though. Echo I
I,
don't care about. I know I don't care. So
I
anyway,
was like,
um, I think we talked enough about Echo. Ironheart, I'm seriously thinking about buyer's remorse that's going on from the MCU staff's mind because how much money are you going to really realistically be putting in the show? Like I know all this filming was done, but like afterwards, the special effects, the adjustments we have to uh, push in for that. I don't
After
know.
Secret Invasion failed, the dude, no, failed to bring in new people and had low sales. And, no, low views. The guy said he
Yeah,
was
well,
pulling
God,
back
and
the
if the
budget
writing
anyway,
wasn't good,
so it
it was
might be
so
better to not do
boring, so
Ironheart
boring.
at all.
I
At least
think
people
so.
liked Ironheart.
She
And
was
Black Panther.
okay.
Yeah,
She
most
was
people like her. We didn't really like her. That's all it was.
as
She was
far as
alright.
the movie. I mean, as far as the movie goes, I mean, when she was in Wakanda Forever, right? She
Yeah.
was
Yes, and
okay. She
Wakanda
was
Forever.
decent. They just didn't really add any of the stuff that frustrated fans from the comics. That's really what
For
it
good
is.
reason, because
which
the
is a good
content was
thing.
so bad
Besides
and
the
garbage, it was
racists,
a bad
were
idea.
pissed.
Hmm
I
Yeah.
don't like
Um, Daredevil, I can imagine like filming is not done or they haven't even started, which I think is for the best because I know they
Well,
made that.
Yeah,
right,
they
the started
started.
programming, yeah.
They started. We know they filmed some scenes, but we got the set photos for at least like the first
Oh,
3 episodes.
oh, okay, man. Because I
So
was
they
about to
were
say,
halfway. They were probably like 4 episodes in before the strike really got going.
damn.
Yep.
Man, because I was about to say if they hadn't started, this would have been a perfect opportunity for them to look back and because I know they stated before that this isn't going to be like the same as the Netflix show, but you guys need a win. You need a guaranteed win. Bite your tongue and just go back and make this the Netflix show because
Yeah,
that's
that
what
episode
everybody
of Phanatic
likes.
always and it did a good
Yep,
one, did some good stuff.
yep. If it ain't
You
broke,
know,
why are you
you
trying to fix
you're saying that, but when Philly comes back, he's gonna be mad at you.
it?
Ooh,
I'll stand up to Superman. All right,
audience,
when it
audience.
happens,
Yep.
Billy drop. You know what to do.
I'll stand up to Superman. All right, like Captain America did. um, but yeah, next year is just going to be an interesting year media wise with everything being pushed back or
Yep.
delayed.
Hello.
So
Well, remember, this drug out of playing video games now.
oh yep, we're going to be talking about that pretty soon too, Tevia. Oh, Jake, well, hold on a sec. We lost Jake for a
R.I.P.
sec.
Jake. Take a shot every
Okay,
time Jake leaves today.
yay. You see, this is why you shouldn't be messing with Reed Richards. You get technical issues.
Bull,
Yeah,
No, I
yeah.
mess with Reed Richards because he couldn't cure Marvell of his Cree cancer. Okay,
You know,
Well,
it's funny.
Blaine
and
Hubbard.
He
also
can't do it, but if Marvel's in DC, Lex could do it and just chose not to.
Well,
Marvel.
technically in Marvel, Norman Osborn has a cure for cancer. He just converted
It's
that
all
into
about
a
and
book.
so
that's
did
a
Marvell.
scumbag and
Like
complete
He
so did
he
psycho.
so did Reed. He found the cure for
he.
cancer and he just kept it
Yeah,
for himself.
Norman Osborn.
He
Norman
sold his own
Osborn.
son's soul to Mephisto. The guy
Yeah,
can have
no,
fun with it.
Norman found the cure and he made it into a bullet to kill Deadpool. The cure for cancer was used as a weapon. Okay,
Wait,
Hello.
when no one did
Jake.
that?
Hello.
Jake, you there? Have you said your apologies to Reed Richards yet?
No, fuck that guy.
Okay. But anyway, it's great that you're here because we're about to be moving on to our next topic, man. And
Yes.
you take this one.
Yeah, Blue Beetle officially box office flop. No surprise to anybody, even the people who like this film. So,
It's not fair.
Okay.
I mean, it is a DC
The movie
film,
was
so
good.
So, what do you guys think was the problems?
it's a
I
No
feel
DC
like we
film.
marketing.
talked about
Everyone
this.
already has the preconceived notion that they're just gonna be bad, and so they don't go see them.
No, not just that.
No, I don't think
Remember,
that.
the strike fucked everything up. I blame the strike.
I don't think the
I
strike fucked up this
I
up.
don't
No,
think the strike is the.
no.
Yeah, I don't think the strike had anything to do with it.
listen.
You'll be
if this
shocked to
was a-
realize that most people did not care that writers aren't getting paid that well. They will go see a movie anyway.
Listen,
Mhm.
if Blue
And plus,
Beetle
for the
was
people who are supporting the strike, they're still seeing these movies anyway.
listen,
Like that's something that the actors and writers want you
if
to
this
do.
if
Well,
this
there's
was
no
called
marketing.
if this was called the Batman 2, this would be making money. Okay, I'm just saying. All right.
Because they
Oh,
only
no.
care about Batman.
Oh, look at the flag. The flag had Batman in it. I don't really feel midway.
That wasn't that. Yeah, but Ezra Miller drama that was not gonna work.
No, it's
Yeah,
not
he
Yeah.
loves
And
that.
also,
Ezra
it was
Miller.
very already not helping. Michael Keaton didn't push the amount of tickets that they wanted. I mean,
Mm,
there are a lot of people right now who talk about the movie who have never even seen the movie. They talk about scenes they haven't even seen in context. So, like, I don't understand. Like, no one wants to
Either
go
you
see
go
that
on
movie.
Twitter
I
and you say
mean,
you like the Flash, or you're gonna get random hate from people who haven't seen the film.
I mean, as far as Blue Beetle's failure went, I mean, poor marketing decisions.
There was no marketing.
The fact that this movie was a generic superhero film, because like I was asking like other people like in my friends and family, right, who are Hispanic, like, hey, you guys want to go see Blue Beetle? Nobody was interested. I'm like, wow,
That's
like,
your family. I bet there was
no,
a lot
friends.
of Hispanic families that wanted to see this movie.
It's going by the sales.
Wait. You said they wanted to, but did they?
Cryptid. You don't know that.
Did they? Like you said they wanted to.
That's the
I'm
thing.
not talking to every single Latino family out there.
I
Okay.
haven't
Busy
seen,
doing
and
these damn socials and the damn art. Do you think I have
but
time?
but clearly, like I'm not. There wasn't enough, like backing in this film from the from the
I also
target
blame the
community.
freaking racist ass motherfucker, like quote unquote movie reviewers.
Well, racist people didn't stop Black Panther 2 from making money. So,
Yeah, Black Panther 2 made money, man.
Oh man,
I don't
you know
And
what?
even then, racist reviews. If you're a Spanish fan and want to go for a Spanish hero, you're not gonna care about a racist review.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I've seen
Man,
those
man.
stupid ass reviews,
You know-
and they're awful.
You know what? One thing that this movie kind of made me realize is that we're never going to get another Black Panther situation again, because there's never going to be another Black Panther that's not going to feel like a generic superhero film.
Well,
And I
no,
think
because I think
that's something.
It was good. A good
No,
movie.
Black
They gotta
Panther-
give it a chance.
Black Panther was like, it wasn't just a superhero about like, it wasn't just a movie about a black person. You know what I mean? It was like,
Yeah.
it was a cultural movie, but also it had a lot more to say than I think Blue Beetle did. I said
Yeah.
this in my review. There's nothing
It
really
also-
appealing. There's nothing really appealing or like inspiring about hearing a family speech for the 50th time. I've heard it. I
It also
know it.
helped that Black Panther had a little bit of setup in Civil War, which was like the biggest thing at the time.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, not a lot
Yeah.
of people had that set up for like Blue Beetle.
Yeah, and too, and also to Austin's point too, and the MCU, even let's say like Black Panther wasn't Civil War at the time, the MCU sold itself. Guardians of the Galaxy, like be real, Guardians of the Galaxy would not have worked if Avengers didn't come out. You know what I mean? So like, DC is its own worst enemy right now, so that also didn't help as well.
Now let's ask the Blue Beetle fan here. What do you think was the reason this movie didn't succeed, Tevia?
The movie was good. I remember it got show material correctly. It got Jaime Lake character correctly. Did
Yeah,
some
it was-
stuff.
It was good, but like, why do you think not many people went to go see this film?
Like I said before, no marketing, very trailer whatsoever, and the strike fucked everything up. So they barely any marketing whatsoever.
I still blame the timing. People are at a point where they
Like
don't
that
care. They're
timing
just waiting for
person.
James Gunn's Superman, James Gunn universe.
The
So I
only
would have
thing the
waited
strike of
and then
the
put it
only
out
thing
after that. Even if it's not in the universe, I would have waited till after, and then just let people find out that way.
the only thing the strike affects is just can actors promote it, and that might affect a little bit, but it's not going to affect enough to like cripple your box
Uh,
office. Because like I don't know if people go out
I
of their way to the general audience. I don't know how many general audience members go out of their way to look up what the actors are doing to go see if they want to see a movie. You know,
yeah,
it's just
yeah,
to be on the
yeah,
news. You know, but
Um,
like I said, he's
is
gonna
what
do more.
is what it
I,
is,
I I
and
also probably have to do with them picking the young one, which leads to like Jake said, well, like you and Jake said, a more generic growing up superhero movie. They probably should
you know,
did Blue and Gold as the first Blue Beetle movie.
And then
that could have
because this also
They
came
over there
after.
just did the adult Ted course, is what I mean.
I said
right,
this
right.
after when the trailer first came out. I was like, bro, why is this coming out like right after Shazam 2? You know what I mean? Like, we just had this story. Young kid gets powers, needs to know what to do with it, has a family, very family oriented film.
But
You know,
Fear the God is about a mall family. It's about Blue Beetle. The big difference. Like one character powers.
no, I mean their
Mhm.
powers are different, but ultimately it's. I mean Shazam 2. I love that movie. Like I think it's a good movie, but ultimately like the message. Well, I like the message of Shazam 2 more. They're not that different. It's just it's a family oriented movie about someone who will do whatever it takes to keep his family safe. Ad nauseum. Which again, I just saw with Shazam. So you
Didn't
know,
Back
Mhm.
10 is that same thing? Oh
say that again.
wait. Didn't Back 10 do the exact same thing too?
Fast 10. You said.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Fast and Furious has an excuse because everyone loves to see how stupid it can get. So, no, no,
Yeah.
no one cares
Shazam
about
one
the
also
family
had the
aspect.
same story too, by the way.
Yeah,
Shit.
Kid got powers, wanted to keep the people at the orphanage out of it, want to protect his brother and all that stuff. It's literally the same thing.
yeah.
Shit.
So,
Okay,
Uh,
fine. Bad example.
yeah.
I mean, is what it is. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're going to see this version of Blue Beetle in some adaptation in the future. I mean,
I
who
really
else?
hope so.
So yeah, I mean, it's not like they're going to
Unless they bring
replace
in
him.
Booster Gold and they bring Ted Cord Blue Beetle, then I don't think
Yeah,
we're gonna see the
but,
others.
no. But as far as Jaime goes, if they ever bring
Yeah,
in
we're definitely
Jaime
seeing
back,
him later.
yep, the same
Like I said,
actor and everything.
if they decide to, I'll probably give him a little cameo of Superman,
Mm-hmm.
and then see where we go with that.
Right, right. But yeah. Anyway, well, that's it for Blue Beetle, guys. Man, we're running through these fast, honestly.
Don't say
Don't say
that.
that.
Why do you keep saying that?
Because one of these days I'll
No,
be
it
right.
won't
All right.
happen. It won't
You
happen.
didn't
Okay.
jinx it. Well, let's go.
Okay. Let's move on. Tevia, you do this one. The next topic.
Okay.
It's on the
What's the
private
next
chat.
topic?
It's on the private chat, by the way.
Oh. Um. Ah. Let's see. Yeah, video game actors go on strike. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, I did my own video about the situation. And honestly, why?
Why not?
Why not, man? Like they
Why
deserve
the fuck did
they
that have to
deserve
happen?
to
Like,
be
why
paid
now?
fairly too, and not to get
As
taken
me
over
and
by
Jake,
AI.
as me and Jake, that's not the problem with the video game actors. The
Yeah.
It's voice actors, I'm
video
assuming,
game
right?
actors are
Well, keep in mind, there's also actors who do motion capture.
They also develop it as well. Where you go with the
yeah, but that's
gameplay.
the people doing this strike want the video game actors strike too, just so everybody's on strike together. It's not really about what's best for the video game actor situation. 'Cause me and Jake had to look this up way back when the Bayonetta situation was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
don't
most video
mind me.
game
That's so much
actors,
fucked.
That was
yeah,
a mess.
that whole
That
situation
whole
was
thing was a mess.
yeah. So we had looked up the wages then, and it can be more.
Right.
It was like the worst, like compared to like some of the actor situations, but it could be more.
If you're like,
But
How
I'm
if your
long
worried
did
game,
more about how this is pushing the other companies to do. Because like Disney and them said, even with the others who go on a strike, they're like, we don't care. And doing this is going to push Disney. Like Disney's not going to care. Warner Bros. Isn't going to care.
I
Mhm.
think the goal is. I think the goal. By the way, I just want to bring this up to add what else to say. From my memory of what we researched, it was like video game actors get paid by line. I think, and the amount of time they spend doing it. So, like, if you're in a talk-heavy game like God of War, where you're just talking constantly, you're pretty much making money. So especially if you're Kratos or
Right.
something. But
I can understand. Oh no, go ahead. Finish.
I was gonna say, as far as like what the effectiveness is, Disney and Warner Brothers might not care, but now you're messing with other companies' money. If I can't get my next video game out because of you're not paying your guys, my company might call you up and give you some pressure. You know what I mean? Like you might get a Sony. Well, Sony's Japanese. I don't think they're. I think so. But you might get like Microsoft coming in like, hey,
It'll be Microsoft.
Yeah, cut that shit out. We need, like cut that shit out. I need my money.
Like, no, I agree with that. It's just funny because I think like who's gonna press Disney about it? Like Disney's still like the biggest thing when it comes to like this stuff. So Disney's like just gonna look at them like we can produce our own game. Like we don't need we can hire bums off the street to do our work on a do one. It's like it does not matter.
Make AI be the factor was a bad idea.
Mm-hmm. And I can understand situations when it comes to like, let's say, a voice actor who has their DNA in a certain character for like over a decade period. But like, so this is everybody needing to get a pay raise. Is what I'm trying to understand, right?
Yeah, everyone who isn't
Like that,
the CEOs and the big boys with the big monies.
I don't know, voice actors. I'm just a simple man. I don't really know the complexities of these sorts of situations. Like, how long does it take for a voice? Like, how long does it take for a voice actor to actually, record their voices?
It can take
from what
a long ass time.
Because
like
watch a lot of stuff with voice acting in it. It can take a while.
Because look, you guys.
The men Jake looked it up. Either it is you either get paid by the hour and how many lines you do, or you get paid by the day. So, say for most studios, you'll get paid like $300 an hour, or if you sign for the flat rate, you just get like $800 a day.
Because the reason I say this is because, like, I saw like an interview long ago with the voice actor of Chucky, and I'm using him as an example, right? Like, he gets a pay raise for his role as Chucky because he is Chucky. His voice is the actor himself is attached to the DNA of the character, the legend of Chucky, right? Even nowadays, like when he does his recordings, he doesn't go to a studio or anything. He actually does all his recordings in his house.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm kind of like thinking, a pay raise, like, I don't know.
Well, who are you? Who's your grievances with the video game actors or just actors in general?
Like,
I don't know.
Like look, Jake. In the end of the day, everybody wants a pay raise, whatever job you're at. So you're trying to tell me why should they get a pay raise? Like in this situation for a voice actor, if the job itself is not that difficult to begin with, and it takes a span of like probably even a day to do the recordings.
Voice acting is pretty difficult depending on like what your role is. Not just anyone can.
It depends on what your range of voices.
Yeah, not just anyone can jump into it. I mean, there's like a reason they hired Tara Strong to do like 50,000 voices. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's not
because that's also part of the that also adds to their payment too. Because apparently with voice actors, right?
I had a Mario where they retired from Mario, which
if you voice 3 or more characters in a particular franchise, then you do get a pay raise for that.
Right. Yeah. I think, but like the thing is, like my thing is, if on average, we'll say it like this, if on average, as an actor in a particular country, let's just say that, maybe we can layer it down to state. If you're not making enough to live, I guess for any job, really, if you're not making enough to live and that job needs you, it should be paying you enough to live. You know what I mean? I mean, like,
but define living. Is it like,
I mean, like living, like you should be able to pay reliably. You should be able to pay rent, your bills,
Okay,
like,
is
food
it about
expenses.
Jake,
paying?
but that comes down to it too, because that depends on where you live and what kind of house you're trying to get. Because some of
Right.
these
Yeah,
voice
that's
actors
true.
be like in the
Right.
most expensive house, and be like, "You're not paying me enough to live. I can't buy
Yeah,
groceries." So you
I
live in a house
agree,
that
but
costs
it should be.
$2,500 rent.
And we're not like congressmen, right? So like we don't know we don't know exact housing details, right? I don't even own a house,
We don't know the
Me
details of
neither.
what's getting paid,
but
what's not. The methods. It's very
but
complex to do, you know.
what I can
Like,
say is my grievances will only go as long as like, let's just say like what type of house should everybody be able to afford? What type of living
yeah.
situation should everyone, as long as they're trying a little bit, should be able to afford? That's as much
Hmm.
money
If
as you
you're
should be
just
making bare
starting,
minimum.
one studio apartment plus
Right.
food plus having money, at least a little money for yourself and stuff like
Like
that.
you should be
So
able
how much do you
to
think that'll be?
like do what
Depending on the
other
location.
countries are doing, where you
Right.
work to live, not like here where you live to work.
Hmm.
Yeah. Because here, the minimum wage isn't even half of the living wage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real, I only get paid about $12 an hour, roughly, and that's after over 2 years of working at my job.
Yeah,
Yeah,
even if you
most
only
of
get
us
like,
get paid more than most
I
of us
mean,
do. So, like, look
I
like
mean,
that.
which
And
which
maybe we
just
should be doing it.
Shit.
which just to let you know, when I started out working, I worked for that wage too. But gradually I got raises over time as I worked harder
Yeah,
and
well, I'm
longer
also
and
looking
that
for a new
stuff.
job, so
you
Yeah.
should,
just letting y'all know.
everyone should have the ability to get paid to the point where like they don't have to worry about being homeless and starving. That's what
Yeah.
this
Yep.
is.
Yeah.
You
Indeed.
know,
Yeah.
that's
All right.
basically what I mean.
I mean, if you're telling me like a voice actor is like trying to pay off like their house that they live in the suburbs, big ass lawn, parking
Right.
lot, and that stuff,
Right.
then I'm starting to really question what's a livable wage to you, dude. Like
Right.
your whole
My
job is
my
voicing
problem
video games. I'm
my
an
problem
electrician. I
comes
literally
to the
I'm
ones
like
that just immediately drop all their jobs. They do voice acting, and then they get their voice acting jobs like, oh, I had like 3 lines of this thing, and then they expect that to be like a livable wage.
That's
You said
fair.
yeah.
3 lines in a video
Right.
game. No, you need a backup job until you get bigger or more jobs in the bit.
Yeah, that's
There's so
Mhm.
many
fair.
people that just
Okay,
drop everything and jump into it.
bottom line is, before the topic is way off the rails, part of my budget is concerned, I just hope this internet does not fuck up a lot of games I'm looking forward to. Wolverine, I'm looking forward to. I am super excited for Fable, well, not Fable, Persona 6, I think, not
Well,
Persona
Persona
3
6 might not even be
remake.
coming out.
I
Persona
just
6 might wait
hope
months.
this from other games.
Yeah,
That's all I
I
want
Mhm.
in the game, but we'll see.
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, there are a lot of games out that like just haven't been played. I don't really mind waiting for a game if I get to time to play other things, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And so I mean,
I would think too many games come out at one time.
yeah. So and I mean, we have a new. And besides, it's not gonna stall Persona. Persona is like a Japanese based
Bitch,
company
you
from what I
can't
understand.
stop. You can't
So
stop.
it's like I don't think that's really gonna affect us over here. We might not get an English dub, maybe. I don't know, but I
I don't
don't,
mind.
I don't know. But,
About that.
Well,
yeah.
we can all hope, Jake. I mean, like, I hope that Mortal Kombat 1 could have been for the PS4, but that ain't coming
Oh,
true.
More
I
time
told
for
you to upload the
PS5
demo.
especially that it
Just
wasn't made for
The messed
PS4.
up part is Mortal Kombat 1 and Tekken 8 was supposed to be a PS4 stuff because at first, the main thing with fighting games, Jake, compared to like regular stuff,
right,
is that fighting games they get the most traction at fighting game events.
right,
Like they sell games to like people, but most of their money and stuff comes from like the tournaments and stuff. So they usually try to make it be on as many consoles that they can. So it's kind of funny that MK1 and Tekken 8 just decided to go full PS5 while Street Fighter did PS4 and PS5.
yeah. But to be fair, at first I thought it was just gonna be the story mode all over again, but they have a lot more game modes than I thought they did. They have like a whole
Especially
like
give it
different.
a team and
I
maybe
don't think it's
plug
just
over.
like funny in context because everyone's
Yeah,
like, "Yeah, Mortal Kombat 1 is gonna be a PS4. We can't wait for this game." And it's like, nah.
you better
Oh.
get that money. But but yeah, at the end of the day, like I said, if actors aren't making enough to live to any capacity, then they need a raise. So
Yeah,
but yeah, okay.
Anyways, big companies, you should pay your actors and writers. Thank you and good night.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let me
That's
see.
all
And let me.
Yeah, but my, oh yeah, that was another thing.
just
Apparently, if they
write down
paid
and just
everyone
put your
fairly,
pride and what pay
they would
actors.
only lose like 0.24% of like their top dollar. Like they wouldn't even lose that much money by paying
Right.
everyone fairly. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So if
And
that's
that's true.
true,
That's
that you
also.
need to pay.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I feel like
Because
Mhm.
I feel like I also feel like the more money a company gets, like maybe not by a huge percent, but like maybe not, like it doesn't seem like it takes that much to pay people a raise for huge companies. So I feel like maybe
like
like
they
there should be
should not be saving with money. Okay, I don't understand that. That's
right.
weird.
Hey,
I feel
Comic Cons.
I feel like if you're a top dollar company like Disney, like there should be a law like your the income of your workers has to increase by a percent or a point percent, whatever it needs to be, you know, to be
Mhm.
with your income that's increasing. So
Yeah.
oh, but yeah,
So, alrighty. I think we spoke enough about this. I'm pretty sure we're going to talk more about this later on. So as the new year comes up, anyway. So,
mm.
alrighty, guys. Let's move on to the next topic. Which you do this one.
Oh well, hello. Apparently, Chucky's gonna go after the president of the United States of America.
Mm.
Wait,
Intriguing. Still
This
not
is
watching it.
this is the jump the shark
mm,
moment for me.
Okay,
Like
go off.
the only
I,
time where everyone is wants to talk about the gay couple, which that wants nothing to do with it.
Yes.
it had gay representation, it had non-binary representation, yet which refused to watch this.
I am watching other
Wait,
things.
what are we
Okay, I'm
talking
watching
about?
my own gay
Uh,
anime. I'm watching like
uh,
my gay anime and my
Te-
other gay shows. Give me a minute,
Tevia, we're
okay?
watching. We're talking about Chucky.
Oh, that
Yeah,
show. I don't
damn,
want that
Kenny.
Yeah.
show. So I'm
What?
going to
No, Chucky's great, bro. It's such trash TV, but it's like the funniest thing of all time at the same time.
But like, I'm watching my own
I,
gay trash anime, like my
I
gay
don't
trash
know.
it,
shows. I'm
it it
good.
has its problems. I can admit that, especially when it came to the last season. But
I don't know if Comic Con is still in the chat, but I almost said trash. But
Wow,
oh,
you're calling our friends trash?
I said the
wow.
chat is
Wow.
trash, not Comic
And
Con. Comic Con's awesome.
and you say Reed is a jerk, Jake, huh?
He did it to me.
Wow.
He's brainwashing me. He's
Wow.
making me say things I don't mean.
Next thing you know, you'll be saying like Reed is creating lizard people out there.
I
He
swear.
probably is, to be fair.
Jake
Yeah.
You can't see it,
Jones.
guys, but I'm sending hearts to Comic Cons right now.
Jake Jones. That's what you are. Okay, go on. Go ahead, Jake.
um.
Love
Yeah.
you.
I
Love
guess
you
with
too, Comic
Chucky,
Con.
I was telling him. I was just telling him, hey, because none of us can get to the YouTube chat right now, so I'm just like,
Yeah.
I mean, I
Mhm.
can.
okay.
I can, because I'm
But you
talking
won't.
to everyone, to certain people, to a certain person that might want to hang out next Monday.
Maybe we'll see. But Chucky the doll Comic Con. We're talking about season 3. Apparently, Chucky's
Yeah,
gonna.
go off the president of the United States of America.
I think my problem with season 2 was like every time they got away from the kids, it stopped being like interesting to me. That's how I remember my problem being.
Mhm.
Like I was like, the kids are the best part of the show, and everything outside of that, I was
And,
like, what? What?
like, and another thing was really that Chucky. There really wasn't an end game for Chucky. If there were a
Yeah.
dozen different good guy dolls, but it seemed like they all had their different agendas. Like they
Well,
all had their
remember at
plans.
the end
Like
of Court Chucky, Chucky just said that he put on so the other dolls. So
yeah, that was an interesting premise in the beginning, Tevia. But then when we got to like the last season, season two, it seemed like there was an end game, a bigger plan that one Chucky had. But that one Chucky got killed off by another Chucky, and that
Yeah.
Chucky, had a master plan, but he got killed off by
Hey,
another Chucky.
yeah.
wait,
So,
wait,
Every
what?
time you see
What
a
the
Chucky,
fuck did
they're
that happen?
teasing
I don't
every
know the movies.
every time every time we met a Chucky, they were teasing that Chucky had some grandmaster plan. First, he had 100 good guy dolls, and then the opening season two with that going nowhere, and then like 5 survived. Each one of them had their own master plan. None of those plans went nowhere. The one that they were hyping up the whole season died before even really meeting the main cast for a joke.
Yeah.
Isn't he being a psychopath
Whi-
at the point he said,
Which
"Fuck it, my plan changed, ain't no plan."
Okay, in my defense, when it comes to me not watching Chucky, I never got into the Chucky
But
franchise in general. It's not my type of horror.
which
I'm
you just said,
confused.
it's very interesting though. I'm like,
I
why'd you
saw
say?
the first episode. I watched the first episode
Uh,
last time I watched
Okay.
it. It was very interesting.
Okay,
Mhm.
but yeah, Comic Con. There's a Chucky TV show that was on Sci-Fi. It had 2 seasons. Season 1 was good. It was mainly, just without spoiling much, Chucky runs into this kid who's being bullied a lot. I think it's because he's gay. I think I'm trying to remember. I think he was bullied for
Yeah,
that
yeah.
season.
Yeah, it
Oh, yeah.
was.
He'll get bullied because
And
he's gay. Yeah.
yeah, and so Chucky was trying to convince him to be a psychopathic murderer, and that's season 1 starts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chuck,
be gay,
Chuck,
do crime. I'm
Yeah.
no,
just saying.
Chucky tried pretending to be an ally to him, and I'm like, bull crap, Chucky. You
I
killed,
see
is
what
an
you,
ally.
that's not
By,
happening.
you, how,
by Chucky's
for,
count,
for,
he is an ally.
no, for the record, Chucky has killed dozens of people in the LGBT community.
Because he's equal
That doesn't make him
opportunist.
not an ally. He killed straight people
Yeah,
too.
but
His knife
you're a
is rated E
psychopath.
for
That's all he
everyone.
is. You're still a
Apparently,
girl.
rated
You
E
know
for
what?
everyone.
Is it okay to exclude gays from murder? I don't think so. I'm just saying.
You're joking, Jake. That was a whole debate they had when
I
the It
agree.
second movie
We should
came
make
out.
merch, guys, where it's just me saying with a sign that says "Be gay, do crime."
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. We gotta start up the
Okay,
merch booth, guys. Let's
got,
go.
got you, got you.
Anyway,
That's how I'm
as
gonna
far as
get
my
paid.
thoughts on this show, I don't care. I'll probably check out
It's
your country.
okay. Like,
I don't.
here's the thing about here's the. Oh,
I
go
think
ahead,
that's the
Austin.
thing. Is that all the Chucky has a plan. I don't want the whole thing
No.
him to come back. They set up something and then it just falls through again. If Chucky's going to the president, I want to know the reason. I need y'all to tell me the reason straight up first. I don't want no mystery thing again. They're going to be the
Yeah.
spy.
Then
I want you to
no
tell me
in
straight
hell
up
did
why you want to tell
this psycho
why
even
does
point
he
out
want to
when
kill
it
the
makes
president?
sense.
Like, once you go to the president, right? Where do you go from there?
You
Like,
go war?
this is
No,
as
no, no.
big as
So what he should do is he should hype it up like he's going to kill the president, but actually just put his soul into the president.
oh, okay. You see,
What? No,
That
I
plan
don't.
is done
season four. Season 4, Chuck will be World Chucky, bro. Okay, that's all.
World War Chucky.
but they all kill each other.
Can we get the
Shit,
Chucky and Megan crossover? I still want that.
That'll be
that
very interesting.
yeah,
That
people
won't
Wait,
wanted
happen.
speaking
it.
of Megan,
Remember,
speaking
Megan
of
got
Megan and
destroyed.
Chucky, speaking of
Oh,
Megan and
come on,
Chucky,
what?
I feel that Monster High should make a Skeletor doll of Megan since they already made one of Chucky and Tiffany. I'm
You
just
could do
saying.
that. Oh,
And they're doing
yep,
older stuff first, but yeah, I think they'll get to it eventually.
you could do that. And for the record, Tevia, how many times has Chucky died and come back? And how many times has an
He's like
AI
Michael
in gen?
Acton.
And how
Chucky
many
is
times
Michael
has
Acton.
an AI in general died only to come back? Like, you know?
Oh,
Don't forget,
yeah. Fuck.
Megan 2 is already been confirmed. Like we're getting into Megan 2. There's no question about that.
Mhm.
But they're not saying the same universe because Megan's in the future. Chucky's in the present. So how do you make that work?
Oh
I
no,
guess.
someone's dying.
That was that.
I don't know. At
That
this
was-
point,
I-
I'm gonna wait. See, I mean, if I check it out, I'll check it out. If not, whatever. I don't care.
I mean, I got what I wanted from Chucky at the end of the day. I got Glenn and Glenda
I
back.
wanted more for Glenn. That's on.
Wait, Gwen. Oh yeah, that. I
Well-
forgot that movie. The thing. What?
Well, that's part of the canon. And Tevia, what ended up happening was that Tiffany, she split the soul of Glenn and put the souls into those two babies. So
That was the end of the old movie. See the Chucky.
Yep.
Oh, just bad.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, they were
And
good.
you see them as teenagers here. I don't want to spoil the second season since Jake didn't want to spoil the first season earlier.
yeah, you
But-
spoiled the one.
Doesn't
I
end the
did.
way that people want. That's all I'm saying.
You spoiled
we
the one.
got-
I don't care.
We got a little fun cameo from the original voice actor of Glenn, which was great.
cool.
But yeah, but pretty much Glenn's character was done by the end of season 2, which
So
was
they got
sad.
rid of him. So that problem went
Yeah,
nowhere.
his character just ended. That was it. Like,
So he's not
Mhm.
dead. I'm confused.
They
No.
their character just ended. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that character just ended.
But
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be watching this season regardless. Hesitant on it. I really would have preferred to see like a light at the end of the tunnel, like an end game. But we'll see what happens.
Maybe season 4 will be the ending. If
Yeah.
the strike didn't fuck everything up, we'll see.
Let's see. Comic Con is saying I have missed so much in the Chucky world apparently
Yes,
because
you
I knew
have.
none of
Yes,
this.
you have.
Oh yes, you have, man. Like,
Yep.
so much, so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we spoke enough about Chucky. So, alright, guys, let's move on to the next. Austin, you take this one.
Give me a second.
Austin died.
Okay,
R.I.P. Austin.
give me a second. I was in
Put X in
Discord.
the chat.
I'm not
Yep,
dead.
yep, yep,
Okay.
yep,
Yeah, I was on Twitter.
yep.
Well,
What?
it's on
What
X
lovely
now.
Yeah,
thing.
I don't know.
You
He
don't
keeps cutting
make
me out
it
every time I go
X.
to Discord.
What
Yeah, he keeps
if
cutting me out every time I go to
Austin did
Discord.
go to
So,
Discord?
What
Marvel,
if
what if?
Austin is
Shut
not
up.
on Discord?
All right, how about y'all do it?
Marvel.
Jake, give this head.
What if Austin wasn't on Discord?
Yeah, no,
Ah.
like I said, what if Marvel had to do their mistakes and
And
stop
Yeah.
making Spider-Man?
But yeah,
If Marvel
what if
actually did
this
stuff
thing
with
stopped
Northstar?
cutting me out? But
yes.
anyway, this was about what was on Twitter. So we got an episode of What If announced. It was What If Happy Hogan saved Christmas, and then I was like,
What?
this just
Oh
proves that
God,
y'all are
man!
wasting.
Fucking
This
Christmas.
just, this just, yeah, and that means that What If is probably coming out around Christmas, and it also means that they're just
This
wasting the
connect Iron
potential
Man
of the What If
20.
episode.
But
Yes.
if I'm to guess, this is Iron Man 3. This is what if he stopped Extremis from happening. The
That's what
Marvel
we're
universe.
assuming.
Yo,
That's
Jake, are
not
you
a
watching
good
But
one.
Christmas
That's a
again?
point.
there's also people believing that this is the first episode, so it's probably coming out around Christmas time.
This is the most boring what if episode I've ever heard in my life. Like, what?
I'm sure it's gonna lead. I'm sure it's gonna lead to somewhere. I just don't know what.
Yeah, it's probably gonna lead to a
Um,
whole another new Guardians team up thing, but whatever, man. But what if
Okay.
really is missing like the potential of stuff? I feel like only like 3 episodes of the last season really hit the nail
More
of like what if.
They are what ifs. They're not. They never
like,
said it was
Bro,
gonna be
No,
good.
no, there's
Doctor
what
Strange
if,
is.
but there's so
Doctor
it's not really the
Strange
question
would have been
people
tight.
have
That was
asked.
the best one.
Wait,
All the
Well,
way
I
down to
love the
the
Marvel
dark
Zombie.
horror. That felt like a horror movie. But
Also, what
Yeah.
were you
the
saying?
bad guy won.
Also, what were you saying?
I was about to say, yeah, there are what ifs, but they're not really the questions people have been asking, them to do when it comes to like what if stuff. What if Doctor
Yeah.
Strange? What if Ant Man? That Ant Man went bad type situation. Those are
What
stuff
if
that people
Marvel
did want.
Zombies?
What if
Marvel Zombies
Marvel
one.
Zombies was good?
Marvel Zombies is
Marvel
one
good.
people wanted so much they're making its own TV show. It's not even part of What If anymore. It's getting its own TV show.
No, hear me. What if Marvel Zombie was actually true? That thing with Marvel Zombie. Well, cancer, the zombie with the personality, they're more after zombies.
They
With
also
superpowers.
they also retconned that in the last episode. I don't know if y'all remember, but they showed all the zombies that were killed and that just came back anyway when they were summoning them in the final battle.
Yeah.
It's
That-
literally
that-
Yeah, now we have Phantom with
No.
the Phoenix Zombie with
No,
zombies.
that's Marvel zombies in general. Literally in the
No,
comics,
this
they've
is
all died
our-
at one point, but they all still come back the next time Marvel's like, well, time to bring out Marvel zombies again. Doesn't matter if these zombies
Yeah,
died
but
before.
Marvel Zombie can't so fucked to the point that
I
it
don't
makes
know.
no fucking sense anymore. The timeline so screwed. Like, fuck it.
Yeah.
We're gonna reboot Marvel Zombies again with Marvel Zombies Return.
I don't know.
Mhm.
Maybe.
What would the
Also,
Marvel Zombie do to Marvel Zombie? It was so confusing. I got lost.
Mhm.
The brain.
Also, them having Hulk skin be too dense to be bit through, so he wasn't getting infected, is weird because Thanos. When you see Thanos, and Thanos is bit.
Yeah, the zombie with the Benny zombie.
Oh yeah, let's not forget. What if actually answered the fact that if a small Ant Man were to go inside someone like Hulk, they could kill them.
Yep.
Yeah, but
That
episode.
was what if the Avengers? I forget the name.
No, what if
It
Hank
was
Pym
like
went crazy?
Yeah.
no. It was not. It was literally called "What If the Avengers Never Assembled" or something like that.
Yeah, something
Yep,
like
yep.
that. Yeah.
Which started because Ant-Man got, Hank Pym went crazy out of
No
the depth
jacket.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
of.
hey,
Similar
hey,
to comic
he
kind
shouldn't have
of.
got. He shouldn't have got. Fury shouldn't have got Hope killed. Okay.
Well, we all know Fury is a fraud anyway, so we should never
Oh,
trust
yeah.
his
Yeah, that makes
decisions.
you worse. Your daughter also a fraud, bro. He could have sent a
Yeah.
scroll and he sent your daughter. Never forget that.
And now all I'm thinking is every time Fury gets in trouble, he gets a shapeshifter to help him. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Again,
yeah,
No,
yeah.
every
Let's not get into that.
no.
Superman had
I think we're
potential, but
gonna.
they dropped the ball. But then the
Mm,
comic Superman also bad. So
mm,
that's
I
not
mean,
shocking me. Trying to adapt the
let's
comic
not.
into a loser situation.
mm.
The only
Also,
I was saying,
Superman that's good, man, is Avengers Earthman Heroes. They actually
yeah,
Superman correctly way better than the comics ever did. Shocker.
gotcha. Austin.
Try with EMH. I
I
make
was
EMH every
saying,
day.
let's not get into Nick Fury right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I
we've
think we all
gotten
agree
a
the
lot
best
of Nick Fury.
episode one, where Doctor Strange,
Uh,
they hanged
No,
him,
no, no. That one
Ultron,
episode
the
one.
whole
Doctor
Ultron
Strange.
saga.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
whatever.
gave
Ultron
justice.
one.
That gave Justice to Ultron on
At least in the first
screen.
episode.
Yeah,
Yep.
Ultron, and you got Arnim Zola. That was you always
I
wanted.
mean,
So
I,
No,
I
no, no,
think
no,
that's
no, 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 no. That part one. Shit, my
I mean,
bad.
I think that's that. I think that's one of the beauties behind What If. It just gave opportunities to show characters or storylines or tropes that the MCU just didn't have time to adapt into the movies. Like
Well,
Yeah.
Zola, for example, right? We finally got like a similar. He got the face chest. Like
Yep.
I've been dying to see that.
well, I think that's also why I like
but,
the Doctor Strange episode so much because it's like the perfect example. Like we can use these what ifs to
Go
study
dark.
characters. To study characters. Like,
Yes.
we know Doctor Strange has a problem with wanting to be right, but
Yep.
what if that went too far? Something like that.
Yep. He went so far at the adventure point. He went so dark. That boy, he destroyed
Yeah.
entire universe.
I remember a
I
lot
am
of people.
shocked that way Doctor Strange did not appear in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. That
Yeah,
is
I mean, like
you could have done that, but
a
no.
lot,
I'm glad
a
that
lot.
he didn't. He was way too powerful. Even I don't think Wanda would have been able to beat this dude. This dude was countering the Infinity Stones like casually. I don't
Mhm.
think Wanda would have been.
It gave discussion. A lot of people were like saying, "Oh my God, the version of Doctor Strange we saw from the What If is going to be popping up in the movies." Like,
That didn't happen.
Never forget.
Nope. We got
Never forget
Doctor
that
Strange
absolute point.
from another reality.
Absolute point is the first version of canon event. Never forget
Yes.
that.
gotcha.
Speaking of what if, don't mind me. I did hear I think when we're getting that Iron Man for the episode when he went to Chicago. Apparently, that episode that would be what
Yeah,
issue 1 is going to scene 2.
we're getting the Iron Man one, and we're getting the what's her name, Gamora one, where she some reason has Thanos armor and stuff.
Yeah, when she
Yeah,
does the Chicago.
and for whatever reason, the scrawny Steve Rogers becomes the Winter Soldier of the
I
Peggy
think that
Carter
could be
I
universe.
called
interesting.
that.
That's an interesting
I
idea.
called that. We were calling. I remember the review of me and Jake were calling him the Winter Steve the
Yes,
whole
he's
time.
the Winter
It
Steve.
it made no sense. It's literally the R word. That's it. It's not It's not Steve that made the mantle
While you
song.
guys are talking about the MCU, what if I'm actually reading one of the What If comics?
Hey.
Good for
Wait,
you.
which one? Which
Yeah,
one?
you figure out which one. On which one?
Yeah. Spider-Go? Is it made podcast? I minute.
No, you are wrong. You guys are
Damn
all
it.
wrong. It's what if Wolverine let Alpha fly?
Of course.
I should have known it was
I never read that
Okay,
one.
either
audience,
North
take a
Star.
shot every time I mention Alpha Flight.
Yes.
Take a
Don't
shot.
do that. You'll die. You will die. Don't do that.
Okay.
No, take
But
sips of
But
water, shots of water.
and before we end this, I just want to. Can everyone give like one episode you're hoping to see in season 2? Because mine is still what if the other half of the Avengers, left behind instead.
yeah,
So instead of the old Avengers staying, what the new Avengers stayed?
yeah.
Yeah,
which
I agree.
which honestly, I think I said it. We were talking about Infinity War. I think that would have been a better movie. I think if Endgame was the new Avengers, that would have been a better movie. I think.
I think Endgame has been that. I
Let's
think Endgame has been
see.
a movie
What
for
was
me.
it? Oh,
But
here's my.
as for what if I want, maybe what if No Way Home ended differently? I know that that's very insane, but I love that movie so much. But maybe what if No Way Home ended with, I guess it, with the story at the innocent with a what if scenario.
Yeah, it'll
Okay,
be
first,
interesting, but it'll just be the universe falling apart.
yep.
And Doctor Strange just
Um,
probably come in to fix it.
No,
The evil
the
Doctor
what if
Strange.
you would
Well,
do
not evil.
the what if you
Sorcerer
here's,
Supreme
here's,
Strange, whatever his name was.
the
here's
what
my
if you
what if. Go
I
ahead,
was gonna
Jake.
say I was gonna say the what if you would do for No Way Home is like what if he killed Goblin, because that would be that's how Goblin would win. That-
Okay, no, okay. You have him kill Goblin with his glider in that scene.
yeah.
And I want the whole world to be crucifying Peter for that stunt. I want all of Twitter to hold nothing back on, Tom Holland's Spider-Man. He was defeated.
I don't want
He
that.
was defenseless.
Okay.
He was giving up. I want that to happen.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, you know what?
We're great.
Wait. You know what? That's really good. Fuck that.
Yeah.
No. I got a better one. I got a better one. Shit.
Okay, well, whatever you're thinking, I'll say my what if. What
Okay.
if we saw Love and Thunder done properly?
I don't know what that means. Like what if
Don't do that.
No,
Don't do
Taika.
that. Don't do that.
No, Taika.
Don't do that. That's a matter of opinion. Just say, what if Gore actually? Let's say, what if Gore succeeded in killing the guy?
Okay, yeah.
That's an easy idea. Let's see. What if I could bring up?
I always just think it'll
I
be
got one.
Gore will like
I
be
got one.
in somewhere, and then
Wait,
if
why
he
did I
pull up
do
like
this
he
to
killed Thor. We figured it out.
Wait,
Cool.
wait.
Square up, motherfucker.
I got one.
Yeah.
I got what if. Why
What?
did I make this sooner? Holy shit. Okay. I know the Eternal is very disappointing. I know the Eternal might be not a very good movie. Hear me out. What if in Yachty we had the Celestial wake up literally in Yachty and it blew up the earth? And the Eternal had to deal with the consequences.
I think you.
I can see that.
And
I
they had to
guess.
stop the Celestial from, destroying everything else. This this could work.
That could be something.
I guess.
I mean, it depends how they write it.
I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't see that much investment in any of the Eternals property, So
Yeah, that's true. But I can try. It's better than nothing.
I just hate that. Don't talk to Krypton about Eternals. Anybody. Comment section. Chevia. He just hates that movie. Don't bring up Eternals. Yeah, I think it would have been interesting if the Earth fell. How would the universe fall out? Go after that?
Yeah.
The director originally wanted that to be the end of her movie, where the Earth just blows up. And you know what? None of the MCU
that makes her dumb.
None of the other MCU movies would have even been affected by that.
But even if I watched that movie, even when I was watching that movie, I could tell that's what she wanted, because that was what was really holding the movie back to me. It was like, I know you want to push it so that I can believe the world can die, but I know it can't, because like Spider-Man has to come after this. So I already know.
I bet obviously a ballsy ending. At the same time, though, Marvel won't pull that trigger because they said, no, we can't do that. If we blow up there, then all the Earth will die again. So it wouldn't work. And that kind of sucks. I want a ballsy idea. That could work. But you also need time travel involved, but we can't use time travel. Which is okay.
Awesome. Something? Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Do you have a what if that isn't what if Alpha Flight or North Star within the MCU?
We're probably gonna get that in like 20 years, so I gotta stay lit for something.
30 years if the MCU is going forward.
Like I'm practically
if you had to pick a what if,
I'm practically living for like 2-3 things right now, and one of them involves money, and the other thing is involving Alpha Flight. So that's like 2 things that are keeping me alive.
The only thing I'm holding up for now.
So you had to what if a project in the Marvel right now? What would
well,
be
someone, one at a time.
Sorry.
If you had to what if a project in the MCU, then what would it be like right now?
What if the Avengers went to Canada? I don't know.
What
would you want from me? We don't have the X-Men in the MCU yet, so I can't be like.
Yeah.
We did technically have X-Men Quicksilver. We could have said, "What if that wasn't a joke?"
How about this?
In the MCU.
Yeah, but would you really count She-Hulk breaking the fourth wall as the X-Men are in the MCU right now?
No.
Not
Yeah.
She-Hulk. I mean, WandaVision actually had Quicksilver from
Yeah.
X-Men.
Yeah,
You
but
could say, what if
that
that
one
was
was
it
a
real?
wasn't
Quicksilver.
actually
That was
Quicksilver
fake.
though. It
Yeah.
was
That was
Ralph
Quicksilver.
Boner.
Which
I know
is
that the what if would
I
be
was
what if
really
he was
for that be
actually
Quicksilver.
Quicksilver?
Okay.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts, guys? Because I think
Oh, I
we've
didn't
been
say
on this for
mine.
a while
Yeah,
Your
time.
mom.
Oh,
I didn't say
go ahead, Jake. Jake.
I'm
Jake.
intrigued.
Jake.
What
Wait.
intrigued me,
Jake.
Daniel. If
Jake.
they keep
Okay.
doing bad with
Good.
ideas,
Uh,
Okay.
this could be
Okay.
disappointing.
hold on, Tap.
All right, Jake. Jake's
Let's see.
turn. All right.
What I have a couple. What if Wanda never gave up Westview? That could be one.
Oh,
That's
I
pretty
like that.
interesting.
Ooh.
What if Rocket escaped with his
What
friends?
compared with the witch?
That's pretty
Okay.
interesting.
This one you can't do because you need the comparison first. What if Loki sat in the chair instead of Sylvie?
Yeah.
Oh,
What
okay, I get that. I get it.
and then
Oh, Kang.
what
Mhm.
if John Walker won the shield?
No, what
Okay.
if John Walker didn't kill that guy?
What? No. I mean, like, what if in the fight between
Yeah.
Bucky, Sam, and
Oh,
John?
when they broke his
Yeah.
arm.
What
Oh
if?
Oh, when they
yeah,
broke his arm.
you,
Wasn't
you,
yeah.
you are the agent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
4 what if moments.
What?
Oh, one.
What if Valentine assigns John Walker to Canada?
God,
Like,
damn,
like
you
Yeah,
doing
that's
that?
cool.
What if
that'll be
I
John
do not
Walker was the
want.
original Captain
I do
America?
that.
not want John Walker calling Talisman a slur. Okay, I
The,
don't care what
no,
happens after or
what if
before.
John
He
Walker?
still did it.
What if John Walker was the original Captain America? Let's put him all the way back in the 1940s.
We can't do
Let's
that.
do that.
That didn't make any sense.
Oh no,
The
that
what if?
wouldn't make
The what
sense.
if Kang?
It's a what if? So it's a different timeline. In this
Oh,
timeline, John Walker comes first.
no. Here's what you do, Austin. Right? Instead of John Walker, you say like the serum was given to the person the military wanted to give it to, which was an already physically able soldier who will go on to be prototype.
Oh,
So who
No,
will go
wait,
on to
I
be
have one.
prototype.
oh
I
yeah,
have one
yeah.
actually.
You can do
I
that,
have
and you
it.
do the
What
what
if?
if Isaiah Bradley story.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh no,
What is it?
there you go.
Wait,
So
let which go. Let's which go. Let's
yeah.
which go.
What
Let's which go.
What if Isaiah Bradley kept the shield? Like, what if Isaiah Bradley saved
I
Captain
just
America?
called it out. I win.
Yeah,
I
like
win.
that
Oh
could be
yeah.
You're
our
done. I called it out.
No,
that could be their way. That
I fucked up. Shit.
that could be their way of saying like Isaiah Bradley, the Captain America, had the invaders. His version of
Yeah,
the invaders.
that could
Perfect.
work.
Yeah.
Because
I
Yeah.
think I think I
The
wanted to
puck.
say this before I left it alone. I think the what if Loki sat in the chair would be the most interesting because instead of seeing it from the Watcher's perspective, you can see it from Kang's perspective because he literally said, he sees both versions of the events play out."
And another thing about your pick, Jake, is the fact that because this is an alternate version, we could have Loki as a villain instead of
Yes,
an anti-hero.
because
Which is what a lot of people want.
yeah,
Wait, I got one. I got one. Why did I bring this shooter? Holy shit. Quantumania. I got the issue with that. What if Kang won? What if Kang escaped?
I think that would be.
Yeah. I'd like to see what he would do against the other Kangs. Now we know there's just millions of them just sitting around.
Okay.
I thought
You
about
know
it.
he
I
wants
just
he
thought
wanted revenge.
What
So
if
he's gonna have to
Wanda?
outthink and outplan 1,000
I
things.
thought
What
about
if
that, but I was
Wanda
like,
got
I don't think that's a
America's
question.
powers?
That's not a question. I
Okay.
don't think they can answer because we don't know the other Kangs yet. The what ifs have to be something that we already have a comparison for.
Wait, I
Yeah.
have another one. I have one more, and then we should probably move on.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if Wanda got America Chavez's powers?
Oh.
That could be interesting. That's whatever.
That would be weird.
To be fair, that movie pretty much told you what would happen. Still collapsed the multiverse, trying to protect these kids from all threats of all kinds.
Also,
Because he was going to go to every universe, get everything she needs to protect people, and he was going to lead to everything collapsing.
Or what if Charles Xavier actually saved Wanda from herself?
Also, like lore wise, you can't do that because there's only one America Chavez in the multiverse, and
Which makes no sense.
Yeah, you could, and there's only one Scarlet Witch. That's that powerful.
What if?
So
No, but that makes no sense.
I got one more.
Okay.
Let's Tony Stark showed up at work.
Okay. Let's. Okay, guys. Let's. Okay, we've been on this for a long time now, so let's. Any final thoughts? That's it.
Yeah.
What if we moved on?
Okay. Yeah. Let's
I'm
move
just saying,
on.
it would have been different if Tony Stark showed up to work that day. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. All right. Let's move on. Let's move on. David, we already got your final thoughts. So. All right. Okay. So. Okay.
Whatever.
All right, let's move on to the next topic. Austin, you do this one because
Oppenheimer actor rumored to be Doctor Doom. It's just
I
Marvel
don't believe
asking.
rumors. Rumors are bullshit.
It's just Marvel asking actors. They no. Because you'll find out that Marvel asking actors happens a lot. It's just that people don't believe it, but they do just be asking people, "Do you want this role?" It's not a lot to do. Just hey, you want this role?
well,
They be like, "No, okay." And it literally is.
actually, Austin, they did that with Kate Bishop. They literally went to
That's
Haley
true.
Yeah,
Steinfeld and
no,
asked.
that's all they do.
They asked her,
I
"Do
just
you
hope
want
the
to be
actor
Kate
they choose
Bishop?"
is actually Romani, because Doctor Doom in the comics
Uh,
is Romani, and that's a very integral part of his character.
well,
And that's the
yes
least I can
and
ask
yes and
for.
no.
I know
Yes
they
and
didn't
no.
do it with Wanda and Pietro, and I'm still not over that.
I mean, it seems like there's a lot of backing behind this actor being, Doctor Doom because,
You already
they're
said
Also, as
scientists.
long as it's
right?
not Adam Driver, I feel like I'll be okay. I think Adam Driver could
And
probably
I'm
play.
a good actor. I can driver. He's a good
mhm.
actor.
And we also have to remember this: Doctor Doom, like whoever they cast, has to dedicate themselves to being in the mask the whole time. So we're not really
Yeah,
going to see their
yeah.
face,
You
really.
you can't you
Regardless,
can't you can't do the same shit that you did with Fantastic Four, the 2005 movie, and Ben
Yeah,
Forrest.
yeah.
still,
They do that thing again, I'll be pissed. And Ben
to
Hmm.
Forrest
find
be
a
the
good
opening comics.
actor who
Spoiler,
also
the one comment
happens to
I think
be
in
the same race as the character they're playing, that's good, because Doctor Doom's Romani heritage is very important to his character, and I already know that Marvel's not going to want to do it, even though they're fucking cowards, but they should anyway.
Hmm.
It's
yeah.
the least they
They're
can do.
just,
I'm their child to do it. I don't think just. I think they just don't care. They want
yeah,
star power.
yeah,
Yeah.
really, because again, like most of the time when I read Doctor Doom, his Romanian background
Is there any back
isn't
and go
really a
good
part
What
of
books
it.
are you reading?
Doesn't it matter to
Oh,
his
This is why I
mother?
need to bring my friend Ash in here, man.
Doesn't it matter to his? Doesn't it matter to his mother's origin?
yeah, but
You
are we
might be
getting
Yes.
that
yeah,
story arc
definitely
of his
no.
mother?
I would
But the
imagine
thing
so.
is,
Not so much.
I mean, you're in a unique position.
yeah, his origin.
You have,
Like, you
No,
have
no,
the
it matters
perfect
so
chance to
much
cast
that it built
fresh meat.
his parents being Rome. Oh, I'll let Witch go. Go Witch.
Like, you have the perfect opportunity to cast new actors and not just the star power. Like we said,
Wait,
like the
was it?
actor who played Shang-Chi's sister, she was new to film acting. So
That's
was the
Hmm.
true.
actress who played Echo, and they
Yeah,
were really good
that
at
was
their roles. Unlike what Cryptid says, because Cryptid's a hater.
Yeah.
no. To be fair, the Shang-Chi thing was. I agree.
Yeah.
But what Doctor doing with Fantastic Four failing as many times they did
It
already,
felt like
they're
4
going to want
times.
star power. They want to guarantee
Yeah,
people come
well,
see this
they
movie.
did that
Yeah.
with other.
But I do
Like, they
agree
did
that
that
they
with
should do
other
a
Marvel movies
Romanian version.
that have failed.
yeah, no, because like if you're
No, but I'm saying I agree. That doesn't change the fact that that's what they're going to look for.
also you're in a
I'm not going to like.
also because we're in the MCU, they capitalize on this with Spider-Man a lot, but you're in a unique position now where you can do Doctor Strange and Doctor Doom together. So might as well
Yeah,
do
you
it.
can
Yeah.
do the trial of tournament
And
story that
Might as well
everybody
do
wants so
this
much.
time
You
you
can do
can't
the save
mess it
his
up.
mom and all that.
Yeah.
Doctor Doom,
And if
don't mess
you
it up.
want to do the saving his
Don't mess it
mom
up.
story, he needs to be Romanian.
Yeah.
He has to be Romanian.
Yeah.
If you want to do the saving his
Romani.
mom story with
Yeah.
If you want to
Romani.
do this
Mm.
character justice, the least you can do is make him Romani.
Well, that and what you need to have both technology and magic. You can't
Mm.
condense it into technology. That doesn't work.
Um,
Doctor Doom is a
actually,
magic sorcerer.
actually, Tevi, in the MCU, they established that magic is just unexplained science.
Hold
So
on. They say that about
Yeah, because of
Asgardian
Thor.
magic. It is
Thor.
clearly
I
not the
No,
same.
no, no, yeah, no. First of
not
all, you got to stop.
Doctor
Yeah,
Strange.
as Jake said, you got to stop bringing it up. They said that for Thor. That's Asgardian
Doctor
magic.
Strange
It's
is
not the
Yeah,
same as
that's
regular magic.
yeah.
different. We
Doctor
haven't
Strange is
fully
clearly different.
we haven't fully delved into like just the full magic of the Marvel of the MCU.
Well, that was Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is the full
Doctor
magic
Strange
stuff.
does magic.
Yeah, that's straight up
Plus, I
magic.
think we're gonna get more information on that in like the Agatha Harkness series coming out. Maybe
Yeah,
like
I got
other.
the origin of magic
Or
and some other stuff like
color
that. So
magic or something.
my bad.
I
But
don't know anymore. Wait. Isn't Agatha coming a chaos bringing back Wiccan?
Maybe.
I don't want to talk
likely,
that's
about
what they say.
it's
it.
likely.
So yeah, let's not. I don't want to assume because it don't really seem like there's a place for it. But that's what they say. That's what people say.
Man, they
Okay.
want to cast a non-Jewish actor to play a Jewish character again.
Wait, who?
They'll
Joe
want to
Locke.
cast a they want to make sure the actor is gay, though. That's one checkbox.
But
Well,
his Jewish
Ricky
thing
is gay.
is
He's
just
gay in the
as
comic,
Well,
important.
and I'm
I
fine with
mean,
that.
the Jewish. No, no, I'm gonna
Every
say the
time
Jewish
he
thing is a little bit
introduces
more
who he
important than
is,
gay.
he always says that he's a Jewish fanboy. Like that's
Mm,
almost practically
Yeah,
the gay Jewish fanboy. He always says that.
mm,
The least they
mm.
could do
Right?
is cast a Jewish actor.
yeah.
For what I
He
remember, Wiccan
he
Canada.
don't do it. Kevin, he doesn't do it a lot recently, but that was how I
That's
found out about it. That's like what his introduction was.
as someone
That's
who
how
has
he talks.
read basically all the Young Avengers.
I read
series,
Young Avengers too. Believe me, I know Wiccan Canada back of my hand.
I read
Mhm.
Young Avengers. I know about this character a lot. Just because I haven't read the Guardians of the Galaxy run where he's in it or any.
No. I know what they're coming out. I know what's going to get out of it, but I get which. I get it, and I
Okay.
respect that.
All right. Well, any final thoughts on the Oppenheimer actor for Doctor
As
Doom?
long as
I'll
he
We
wait. I'll
didn't
wait when
even
it's
get the
accurate.
name of the actor.
Jeez.
as long as he can kill Reed Richards, he's a
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
Wait,
oh, God.
I need to know who the Reed is. I just want good chemistry between
Mhm.
Sue Reed and Doom
I
is
want
the
is for
most
that story to
chemistry,
be
in my
done
opinion.
I'm
justice.
still
That's all I
rooting for
want.
David Diggs as the thing.
Gotcha. But
Yeah,
anyone?
The thing is, March ain't gonna be they're gonna be that guy. I tell you that much now.
No, if they screw up with the Fantastic Four again, I'll be pissed because we
Mhm.
haven't had Fantastic Four me in anything for
All right.
years. How the fuck do you not get Fantastic Four right? It's not that hard.
Okay.
Easy.
All right. It's funny we
Let's
keep
move on.
talking about that Fantastic Four because on to the next topic. Jake, go
We're in the
ahead.
comic news, and
I read the,
Hey.
I read this earlier, and I audibly I'm in my car. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like,
Yeah, I
it's
might
like,
need
No, here's the premise, Jake. You heard of the butterfly effect, right? Let's have Reed go back in time and give that butterfly some cosmic rays.
Ah! Richards.
Jake Jonah
Can't
Jameson,
win.
people.
Fantastic Four versus the Dinosaur Avengers. How did
Yeah.
this happen?
How does that work?
Yeah,
Oh my God! It's a Fantastic Four. Don't challenge the science.
Oh, yeah, Fantastic Four and Travis Dimension and going to the timeline.
Yep.
Fuck it, I give up.
Oh man,
I never
but you know what?
the terror
It's
December. At least
it's
Fantastic Four is fun. At least you know what it
it's
is.
it's just stupid fun at the end of the day. You know,
I
anytime you hear a dinosaur version of a character, you know the level of cringe and comedic jabs this is going to have. You know, so
Yeah.
yeah, action. We can't hear you. We don't know where you went.
Austin died.
oh, there you go, Austin. Oh, wait, hold on a sec, Austin. Oh, wait, damn, Austin was here. We
Yeah,
lost
Which tap
him.
dance?
quickly.
Oh, Austin's coming back. Okay, Austin is back.
Oh,
Austin's back.
Hey.
because I'm saying I died. Just talk like I'm not here. Stop doing that.
Okay. Sorry, every time Reed talks crap, every time Jake talks crap about Reed, we're always suffering technical issues. You ever notice that?
No, it just every time I go to most of the articles I still have in the Discord hot topic. So every time I go to check, it just cuts me out completely for some reason now.
You're gonna have
Okay,
to.
got you.
What you
So
should do
I
is
pulled them up in the browser so I can see it like this now. So I fixed it.
yeah.
But
You should put it in like your
meet
notes or something.
Brachiosaurus. That's why, yeah. But you get to meet the Brachiosaurus Iron Man, the Labiosaurus Captain Marvel. I don't know how to pronounce this next one. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's already cute. Black Widow, some special dinosaur. I can't pronounce that. I'm not gonna try. But I'll
Shouldn't
put the
Black
pictures
Widow
in
be
the
a
Discord, Chuck, too.
Shouldn't Black Widow be a prehistoric spider? Like,
Don't worry
No,
about
we
it.
said dinosaur.
oh, dinosaur. Yeah.
Wait.
Oh.
We're not the dinosaur. We're
Might be
the
not
random
in
spider.
the Triceratops.
Mhm.
It don't like
Captain
anyone's.
Captain America's dinosaur should have feathers to represent an eagle.
No.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
I think a lot of dinosaurs should be having feathers, regardless.
Yeah.
So,
Actually, Captain America is a Spinosaurus.
which dinosaur is Spidey?
Oh, Spinosaurus, nice.
Spider-Man already has a dinosaur counterpart. Where he at?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
oh,
Damn it.
Black Widow is some type of pterodactyl. It looks like, yeah, but it starts with a Q. I can't pronounce that one, but it
Yeah.
looks like a
Okay.
pterodactyl.
Okay.
Let's
I can't tell what
see.
Thor is, but Cap is a Spinosaurus based on these pictures.
Yep. Yep.
So there's Wolverine.
I,
What kind is
I would
Wolverine?
imagine. I would imagine like Thor would be like a Triceratops.
Yeah, Thor.
I
Honestly.
don't think
That makes sense. Because Superman
Mm,
in
so.
Jurassic League was a Brontosaurus.
yeah.
Batman was a T-Rex.
Oh, but we're talking about the Avengers, Tevia, not the
No, no,
DC.
I know. No, I'm just comparing
Yeah.
Jurassic League
Can y'all
Yep.
T-Rex.
Yeah.
still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
we
Yeah.
can
hear
still
you.
hear you, Austin. Austin.
Austin died
Austin?
again, guys.
No!
Well, what is the premise of the story?
Yeah, what's the
What,
premise?
why does there need to be a premise, Jake? Come on. Why are you
What did he
questioning the
do?
science?
What did
Why are
he
you
do?
Why are you questioning the science, dude?
Like,
He's the smartest man in the world, in the universe, in the multiverse.
Actually, someone already beat him to that.
wait,
Oh yeah, Moon Girl.
so are you just announcing? Wait, are we just announcing that it happened? Are we just
It's
saying?
happening.
Okay.
Yeah, because this was in the past. It had to have happened in the past. So, no, you
Yeah,
know.
it looks like from the photos, it looks like the Fantastic get transported to the past of some alternate world or something.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
You feel comfortable with that,
But it looked
Jake?
like
Is
the
that-
Avengers.
She's definitely
It looked
back
like the
in
Avengers
time in
are
alternate reality.
Captain America, Captain Marvel, Thor, Black Widow, Doctor Strange, and one more person who I couldn't see who was in the back.
Some type of
Yeah.
way, Reed destroyed this world. I know it. In my heart.
To be fair,
No,
Jake,
no.
in one of the photos, the
Hold on.
Fantastic Four, Jake, in one of the photos, the Fantastic Four dinosaurs, and Reed is a Triceratops.
Mm.
So it is possible that
No.
it's possible that might be the Fantastic Four from that world, and he did mess up. I'm just gonna say it.
He's
No,
a man.
I'm calling.
I love it.
I'm calling it right here. Reed is who killed the dinosaurs.
What
It wasn't the meteor. It wasn't a volcano. It was Mr. Fantastic.
It was the fantastic.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
kind of want this. I kind of want this to be canon. That Odin, for some reason, like, you know what? We're done being 10,000 BC Avengers. We're gonna leave these weapons here, and whoever picks it up, and then a dinosaur comes and picks up the hand.
Okay, let's go for that. Oh man! And you can just say, Reed just wipes out all the dinosaurs, so none of this, so everything that happens here could be swept under the rug.
Yep.
Yeah, but
But
alrighty.
the dinosaurs, that's a fun idea. And you know what? Fuck it. I'm all for fun. We need fun in comics
There.
again, dude. Everything in all comics is so miserable and driving me insane.
See, Jake? The Fantastic Four are for fun, Jake. Come on.
They are, and they offer menaces to society. Crimes against science. They call themselves scientists, but they're really terrorists.
Some laws of physics, though, that we didn't have to talk about.
Well, remember, we tell the maker. The maker is big during his own universe.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Before we move on, Jake does bring a good question. Does breaking the laws of physics count as breaking the law? So he can't be arrested for that.
You know, that was an argument Reed and Johnny had in Civil War, right? When Johnny is like telling Reed, "Okay, you got about 5 minutes to tell me why I should be staying with your side," and Reed is like, "Do what you want, Johnny, but you gotta understand, we have to obey the laws, and the Registration Act is a law." And Johnny's like, "Reed, you've broken the laws of physics, man." Oh, that Reed is like, oh, that's not the same thing. All right.
Well, there you go, Jake. You can't get mad that he does beat the law.
I agree with you. How about the end of Civil War?
Okay, we're not getting too far off topic. So, all right, guys. It sounds like we're gonna have fun with this comic at the end of the day. So, one way or the other.
Okay. We got
Anyone?
Godzilla
That's
vs. Kong is 3, and Dinosaur Baby 94. Sign me up.
okay. Alrighty, guys. Let's move on to the next topics now, which is comic reviews.
Yay!
All right. Yay. Let's
Is it?
see which one. Yep. Yeah,
So why
we're
is
really
Beauty
long.
Cakes? Oh, sorry, I
We're,
spoiled it.
we're really.
Why
Oh,
is a TV show on
oh,
Cartoon
sorry.
Network?
That's
Yeah, I
what.
defeated
Oh,
Well,
that was
which?
for me. Sorry.
No, it's
Which?
fine.
Because which?
No.
Which?
He's not asking why it's here. He's asking why is it in comic reviews?
Yeah,
Why
Oh,
not?
sorry. Yeah,
yeah.
Because it's
I
not a
had to
comic.
add.
What do you mean?
I
Why
had.
not?
I
Say it.
had to
Let's say
add
it.
it because I had to add it because there wasn't really any comics this week that which to talk about.
Oh,
So
okay, that's fine. I just wanted to know why. That's fine. That's whatever.
okay,
Okay.
but anyway, let me start us off, guys, with Penguin #1.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We're
Oh,
back.
I did not read this
Okay.
one.
Yep. Now you guys know how excited I was when it came to that, like, Penguin Takes Flight issue, by Chip Zdarsky, right? I
Yeah,
thought that
we
was
cried every day.
phenomenal. I thought that was phenomenal. I thought that was amazing. And when I picked up this book, I was like, "Yay! I can't wait to see this adventure. I can't wait to see this story arc." Written by Tom King. Oh, oh my
Oh,
god!
that put the way. That put the
The same guy who wrote that Penguin married a bird in his Batman run.
Yep.
Oh
And
boy.
Heroes in Crisis. One of the worst
Yep,
stories.
yep. But anyway, so I'm like, okay, let me go on this ride together. And ironically, Batman agrees too because he's going on a ride with Penguin.
Woo!
As his book, yep, as
Wait,
his
wait, wait,
book
wait, wait, wait,
opens.
wait. Is Penguin still in Gotham, or is it after the last
No,
thing? So he's in
no. Here's what happens. Apparently, this book, like the way this opens up, right? It takes place like a year in the future or whatever, right? I don't know. They,
Oh
they didn't.
God!
They
In
didn't.
the
They,
future, so we're not doing any
they,
events after
they didn't explain how they got to this point, but right now, Batman and Penguin are stuck together in the Bat boat, the Bat ship or motorboat or whatever. It goes. They're stranded in the water, right? Penguin is bleeding out. Batman's not looking too good, and apparently the Bat vehicle they're in, it's shut down. It's
Oh,
locked. They
lovely.
can't get out, and
Iron Man better.
Batman's like, I can't even break this. It's bulletproof glass in this stuff. And you have Penguin like,
Wait. What?
Huh?
yeah, I know.
I
This is
want that. I want that. I want that. I want that whole page. And I'm gonna use it against people.
afterwards. But I mean, Batman himself looks like he's bleeding out too, right? So this pretty much is like Batman realizing this is it. This is where I die. And God, no, no,
Wait,
don't
wait,
let
wait.
it be this way. Don't let my death be because of Oswald Cobblepot.
For real, out of all the Batman villains.
Yeah, I would say this isn't funny when he just be like Superman and then Clark would show up, or Supergirl, or John Kent, or
Yeah.
any other
He
character who
can't,
can do that. Like Martian Manhunter or
he
the Flash.
can't call anybody because apparently like he lost everything in his utility belt. Apparently, there's
He doesn't need that to scream. Superman doesn't need a phone call.
for all we
Also,
know, he made his vehicle soundproof. For all we
I also
know.
want to bring up. This is like one of the number one reasons why Superman, if he's going into a fight knowing Batman's there, he should not be a threat. Just laser beam his fucking utility belt. Look for the kryptonite, get rid of it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Then you can lock
Okay,
Batman's whole freaking
so
car. So whatever.
so anyway, this is after that little glimpse of what's happening in the future, right? We get back to the present, right? And Oswald, he retired. He's living in Metropolis, this and that. And you
After
see
he
him
takes
like,
on death.
yep. And you see him, he's at his tailor shop. And miraculously, the tailor is actually remarking, "Wow, Oswald, you've lost weight." And this just makes me think, wow, this seems to be working for the best for, Penguin. Like, this is a perfect life for him, man, just because he left Gotham. Wow.
Yeah, no
This
shit.
can't last.
These
This
Gotham
cannot
is
last.
doing
This is
way
already
better.
crossing
Like,
down.
Yep. So he gets his new coat. He does his daily routine. He comes back home, and out of nowhere, he has a smoking hot wife. Like
What?
what? The what?
Huh? What the
That
fuck?
I don't.
that was
I
out
don't
of
know.
nowhere. This man was having sex with women all the time. I'm sure he just hates want to be his wife. Someone
I
married him for
guess
money.
like
Don't he also have
apparent.
a son somewhere in New 52? I don't remember.
Apparent. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right now he has a son and daughter in Gotham running his business.
Yep.
How
Twins.
the hell did he have
Well, no, he's had sex with multiple women over the years, Tevia.
That's
So
true. Don't touch
okay.
me.
come on, it's
Yeah,
all
that
called
he
Uh,
public
literally owned like
fame.
a club and had groupies around him all the time. Like Penguin having sex
there,
is like the last thing you should be worried
there,
about.
there have been strippers in the Iceberg Lounge, right? Okay.
True. Yeah.
Okay, but
But
anyway, like he's living a happy life with this woman named Rita, right? Apparently, she's a veterinarian, and as she put it, she's never met a bird she can never fix. And
oh
I
shit.
guess that's the way she sees Oswald. Oswald is basically the stay-at-home dad right
Oh,
now.
so it's
Yeah.
bestiality. Okay.
Hey,
No,
Jake. Hey, Jake. I need you to
Mhm.
make sure this comparison is correct because I've seen some of the clips of this show on TikTok.
Mhm.
So I know it's not exact, but I know that in one of the more recent seasons of the Harley Quinn series, we know that Joker gets a wife and has one or two lovely stepchildren. Am I correct?
That is correct. Yes.
Okay. So does this remind you of that?
Uh, I mean, they're not.
Well,
Well, you said it's not exact. I mean,
quite,
not exactly. They were kind of a more wholesome family in the show, so there was
Okay.
that.
question, Jake. Was the wife
Also, Jake didn't
Hispanic?
read the book, so
Was the wife Hispanic?
The wife was
Yes.
Hispanic. Yes.
Oh shit! Same with this wife,
Yeah, he had a Hispanic. He had a
Rita.
Hispanic wife and two Hispanic little children, and they would get annoyed when Joker would speak Spanish and English at the same time. He's like, "Just pick one, please,
Oh,
God."
oh man, Penguin stole Joker's wife.
Oh my God.
He didn't just screw over the Batman; he screwed over Joker.
Well, now the
Okay,
war of jokes and penguins will happen. So.
there you go. But anyway, so Penguin, he does the cooking at home, he does the cleaning, he wears an apron, and he waits all day
Kiss the penguin. Kiss the bird.
yep. Oh yeah, she comes back. They kiss. They make out. They have sex before they
I
even.
don't want to know that.
Yep, they have sex before Otto has time to take out
you
the
tell us way
lasagna.
worse detailed stories. I don't want to hear that one.
Nasty. Ew. People kissing.
I'm
Ew.
like, yeah, I'm kind of like looking at this and I'm thinking, Oswald, you look like her grandfather for God's sakes. Like, what the heck? When did they get married? I kind of want to see that. It just came out of nowhere. But anyway, Oswald's at his flower shop, happily going about his business. He has his own little pet bird. Then you're introduced to this one federal Agent Nori Espinoza, and she's working with Amanda Waller, and of course, she shoots the bird that Oswald was taking care of, and she arrests Oswald. Yeah, because they all know that he's the Penguin.
Smart. They're trying to make this dude sympathetic.
Yes, pretty much. They keep him in like what do you call those interview rooms? The interrogation rooms. Uh, they kept him
Oh, with the
there.
two-way mirror.
The two-way mirror, yeah. They apparently kept him there for 3 days straight. He has a, he
That's
has a, he has a chair. He has a table. They bring him 3 square meals a day, and they give him a bucket.
Not the bucket.
What?
A bucket.
Okay,
did they at least clean the bucket?
somebody. Yeah, they actually mentioned somebody has to draw straws to come in and empty out the bucket.
Bro, this
Of
is
course.
torture.
You get him to it.
This is torture. Just let the bucket be filled with shit. You're torturing.
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, so after that time passes, that's when that chick, what's her name, Nori, she comes in, right? She interrogates Penguin. She's like asking, okay, so who are you in Gotham? And Penguin goes on his skit. He's like saying, "Well, I'm not the smart one. That's Edward. Harvey's just one. Pamela's the passionate one. Victor's the cold one. Jonathan's the scared one. Raish is the militant one. And Joker, obviously, is the crazy
It's
one.
chaos.
Me, I'm the fat one with an umbrella. Wank, wank.
Eh,
But anyway, they go on to this talking point to where she wants Penguin to go back to Gotham, right? To
why?
fill up, to get his criminal empire back up and running so that he can answer to the government. And I'm like, really?
Really? That's the
That sounds
premise? That's
dumb.
stupid. Penguin not agree to this
He has,
deal. The deal sucks.
Oh, and
not only that, he has his son and daughter there. Go press them.
Yeah,
I
let him
know.
run the empire. Like, why should he care?
And also keep this in mind,
Send the
like,
Suicide Squad to press the son and daughter, and we'll see what happens.
yeah, apparently Penguin's going to be recruited to Task Force X in this. I'm like,
Of
why?
course, Waller.
Why?
Roman not surprised.
Like,
To,
that's
to
not
be fair, if Penguin, if they let Penguin be like the behind the scenes boss, he'll do great with that team.
like the
Like
best.
old school Penguin, and like when he goes full gangster was great. I can see him
I
leading like
guess
Task Force, at least now on the
in,
front line.
in his in his prime, but like when I would think of Penguin in that team, I would think of like a Assault on Arkham. That was the best way
Yeah,
to
it's not
use
wrong,
him as,
Penguin.
Yep. But no, I don't know what purpose they would want him in the team for. But either way, they just want him back to
Leadership.
Gotham. Okay, leadership, I can see that. But oh, and they also took his wife hostage.
Bruh, leave the wife alone. She ain't do
I'm like,
nothing.
oh,
She did
literally,
do
come
something. She married a
on.
criminal. She knew what she was doing.
She married a criminal
But did she
Uh,
actually?
mastermind.
Oh, well, I hope so. Somebody leave? Oh, okay. But anyway, he comes. Okay, so Penguin leaves. He goes back to Metropolis. He goes back to the tailor. Now, keep in mind, the tailor was kind of a little frightened about Penguin with the comment about him losing weight because he thought, like, oh my God, I didn't mean to say you were always fat or this and that. You're a handsome man, Oswald. Please don't kill me. Oswald comes back at the end of this book and he kills him with an umbrella.
Of
Bruh.
course he does. Roman not
To be
surprised.
fair, he probably killed him because of what he just said.
Yeah.
Tell him that he lose
But
weight is the
anyway,
insult, but saying I ain't gonna say you're always fat. That's where the insult comes
oh yeah. But anyway, the issue ends with like you going with the book going back to the future where the bat ship is sinking, and that's how the issue ends.
Wow.
I really want an issue
This.
with Lex Luthor. Cause it's weird that he let this go down to Metropolis. Ain't gonna lie to you. He would not let the Penguin stay here.
What would Penguin do? He will be a small time crook in Luthor's eyes,
I'm telling you that when he did this, he would have to talk to Lex Luthor. And Lex Luthor would have to let it happen. Cause he would not let anything else potentially ruin his plans in the city.
But
I
let's
guess.
And it's like, look, think about this. You might not think that Penguin's a threat just because he's old. It doesn't change the fact that Penguin has done and has brought Batman to his knees. Something Lex Luthor has not done a lot.
Apparently, Penguin's gonna be the reason Batman dies. So.
Bullshit.
Yeah,
We're
wait till
gonna
the next
make
issue.
that
I
look like now.
knew
He's
it
fighting
dying.
Catwoman. He's fine.
Look, no,
No,
keep in mind,
this is
Kev,
the him
in
fighting
the
Catwoman is
future.
present day. This is a year into the future.
Yep,
That
they literally,
future will be bullshit anyway. That future will be
they
changed.
they literally say that in the book, Tevia. 1 year in the future. So I'm like, oh, okay. We'll see. We'll see where this
Wait,
goes. I mean, I, I,
Didn't Tommy do the exact thing in Wonder Woman? He's doing a trainee.
I can't comment on those. I'm just commenting on this.
Yeah.
I love the Chip Zdarsky issue of Penguin. Tom King. I don't want to say it's a step down. It's just a different route than I was expecting. I mean, to be honest,
Yeah.
I was expecting this to be about Penguin's
It's,
children. The twins.
it should have been.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to let him retire to pull him out of retirement so he can. It seems like they want to rebuild him back to being the Penguin old again for some reason,
Yeah.
even though he just retired. He literally just retired.
Yeah, he picked
Exactly.
on job to make Bill Siegel as the Batman.
But that's Tom King for you, I guess.
Yep. More
All
nonsense from Tom
I
King.
can't wait for him to release the comment like, "Oh, I write Penguin and his wife like I write me and my wife,"
right.
or
Any
you know,
only
just
thing
like
that
I write
they
Batman
Oh
Catwoman.
no, no, no! That's probably the
Thomas. No. Adam
that's
Strange.
that's probably why he gave Penguin a wife, because like the wife here was supposed to represent Tom King's wife.
Again, same they did with
Smoking.
Adam
That means
Strange. Which,
Yeah,
God almighty, Adam Strange got killed assassinated.
but
I know
anyway,
that
yeah,
Unbreakable, I know that Unbreakable book is non-canon, but
gotcha.
it's not a fun book. It's sad to play and dog it. What the fuck is this shit? This is stupid. I'm done.
Okay, but anyway, I'm going. I'm going to go on this ride just like Penguin, just like Batman did. Hopefully, I
Yep.
won't go. I won't go sleeping with the fishes at the end.
Make it
Yep.
sound scripted.
Okay, thanks. All right, guys, let's move on to the next one. Which this is you, man.
Hello, it's me. You should know me
Yay.
by now. Come on, if you've been here a while. So I'm gonna be talking about Fiona and Cake episodes 1 and 2 because those are the only ones that dropped. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you haven't been watching Adventure Time. Because to all the people who are blissfully unaware, Fiona and Cake is a gender bent spin-off of the original Adventure Time story that was created by Ice King, who was one of the main villains of the series. And
Okay.
so
Who had to
they
wear
were
signs after you went crazy.
Mm-hmm.
so recently it was announced at San Diego Comic-Con that the creators of Adventure Time were gonna give Fiona and Cake their own show, but put a twist on it. Instead of Fiona and Cake in this fantastical world going on adventures, they're gonna do it in a more more, I guess, like
modern.
modern
My Port Pocket universe.
Mm-hmm.
modern mundane life. There we go. Put them in a modern mundane type of environment.
So,
Yeah.
wait, don't get this straight. So, instead of doing Phonetic American Adventure Time did, we're doing a modern setting in our world, but that's in a Port Pocket universe.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know how I feel about
So let
that.
me explain the episodes, and then you can come
Okay,
ask me questions.
okay.
Okay.
Okay. So the first episode we see this episode is about Fiona and Campbell and Cake, her cat, which does not talk. And it's just her going through her day-to-day life, just trying not to get fired from her jobs, multiple jobs that she had, etc., etc. She notices that Cake is feeling ill. She's not acting like herself, and tries to get her help. Brings her to work. She gets fired because, yeah, Marshall Lee is here, still voiced by Donald Glover. And guess what? He's actually black, which is really cool because in the original he obviously wasn't, because we didn't get that information until way later in the series, but that's okay.
Oops.
We'll live. Regardless, so yeah, we get that. We get to see people like Gumball back, who's named Gary in this, which okay, fair enough. We get to see Lumpy Space Prince, which he has like a normie name, I guess you could say, but I don't remember what it is. Not important. So that's
Did we
that's not
get to
important.
any little character, like the main character from Adventure Time in this?
Yeah. Hold on. Patience.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Patience. So, like I said, Cake is acting weird. She's like weirdly obsessed with ice for some reason. This will come into effect later. Don't worry about it. So by the
Yeah.
end of the first episode, um, Cake goes into like an ice cream cart. The ones that you see like outside where you see someone pushing it. You know what I mean? You see them in parks. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So that's how the first episode ends. And then we get to the second episode. Keep in mind, the first episode gives me a lot of Bee and Puppy Cat vibes, just letting you know that right now. So if you've seen Bee and Puppy Cat and you watch this, you're going to be like, yeah, that's very similar. Okay, so we're going to go to the second episode. And this episode is not about Fiona Campbell. It's about Simon, a.k.a. Ice King.
Yeah, the scientist who went crazy out with the crown. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Can I finish?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. So basically, it starts off with Simon doing his morning routine, just trying to get through the day. And we find out that he's basically a living attraction because he's basically the only human still alive from the Mushroom War, which, if you don't know what the Mushroom War is, Google it. It's been over 10 years. Come on. Do your Google searches.
Yep.
Anyways, so yeah, basically he's a living attraction, and he's talking with some people, and one of them's a big fan of Fiona and Cake, and he's like, I wanted to detach myself from that, and he basically just like low key goes on a rampage, not really a rampage, he just gets really upset, and he closes his little exhibition early, and he goes to a bar where he gets to see Finn, since Tevia you wanted Finn, so yeah, we see him. So they go on a little adventure to help clear Simon's mind. You know, they go on a fun little adventure. And so the episode ends with Simon seeing Cake come from the ice machine in his fridge. So that's how the episode ends. I'm excited for more. I can't log into my Max account for some reason. That's fine. I'll just pirate it like the rest of us do. And yeah, it's really good. Fiona's just like me for real. I relate. I'm glad to see more Fiona and Cake content. Funny enough, one of my first ever cosplays was Fiona from Adventure Time, so that was pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, a lot of younger people knew who I was that Halloween, so that was cool.
Aww.
I don't really care if no one knew who I was, as long as I knew who I was. But regardless, I really enjoyed it. It did give me a lot of Bee and Puppy Cat vibes. Like, yeah, you do need some like base knowledge of Adventure Time and Fiona and Cake to understand, but you know, it was pretty good. No complaints yet. I'm hoping we get like more cool fantastical stuff going into Fiona's world, you know, like we saw there was a dream sequence at the beginning of the first episode where it's basically Fiona is basically Sailor Moon, and there's this character named Ice Prince.
That's funny.
There's a character named Ice Prince who's basically just Tuxedo Mask, but ice tuxedo. Yeah,
Nice.
it was pretty cool. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I can't wait for more. I think it's like a weekly thing. I don't know how Max does its episodes, like their weekly episodes, but that's fine.
They do weekly. They do weekly because my friend Superman is that same thing, and so did Harley Quinn.
Yeah. But no, I recommend it. Go watch it if you haven't. Especially if you like Adventure Time and Bee and Puppy Cat. You'll see a lot of correlations towards the two. And in conclusion, let Gumball and Marshall Lee be gay. Okay, let's move on. I see fan artists out there. I see y'all. I like your stuff.
Question. Speaking of the spin-off of the Mushroom War stuff, I'm not watching it at the time, but I do know some basics of it. So, what caused that war anyway? Then why would the Ice King, the last human in that war?
I don't remember exactly how the Mushroom War started, but I'm assuming nukes were involved or some sort of form of a nuke. Can I finish this? Okay, so the reason why Ice King is one of the last mutants, like the last humans still alive, is because he took the crown and he became Ice King. That's how he survived, you know. So
yeah, he did it for love, to save his
to save
daughter.
Marceline.
Yeah.
Also, a quick thing about the show actually. Marshall Lee's mom, who would be Marceline's dad in this case, is actually a landlord in this show, which is hilarious and makes a lot of sense because landlords are like demons.
True.
Anyways, yeah, in conclusion, gay rights. Let me have my either Marshall Lee and Gumball be gay or have a throuple with Fiona.
You know, the universe can't give us all everything we want, which
I know, but I can at least have fan fiction and fan art. Anyway, send me all your good fan art, please. Thank you.
Cool.
Yep.
All right, guys. Austin, you do the next one. Austin.
I think he passed out.
Oh no, I want you for this one. But anyway, Okay, since Austin's not here, let me start us off. This is Contest of Chaos, Moon Knight versus Tageki.
Daguki.
Oh,
At basically South Korean Superman, South Korean Captain America, who was a Superman knockoff. And
Ah,
which this finally ends up your frustration of how I pronounce his name because, like, even in this book, right, when they're meeting each other, he's saying, "Oh, you're Moon Knight," and Moon Knight ends up mispronouncing his name, and Tageki says, "Close enough. It's okay." So
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
because
he,
he's
he
probably used to white people being fucking up his name all the time.
but anyway, so yeah, it's okay for him if a person mispronounces his name. So let's go with that.
As long as you're close enough, that's okay. But still, I would like, come on, Cryptid, you have no excuse. You can at least
So
try to pronounce
creepy.
his damn name
Okay,
correctly.
I'll call
yep.
him Taiwan, his real name. How about that? All right,
Okay, fine. The
Yeah,
civilian names are
whatever.
okay.
Taiwan. But okay, in case people need a little up to date, I assume we all have the basis of who Moon Knight is.
Yep.
Taiwan,
Oh yeah. My bad.
he's a South Korean answer to Captain America, but he's also like a Superman knockoff. And I know based on the cover alone, it looks like a serious mismatch. But to that, I'll say this is basically Marvel's version of Batman versus Superman. And
Basically,
fine.
yeah.
What a realistic answer.
Glad you're finally here, Austin, because I really wanted your
Mhm.
reaction to this too. Uh, you take the lead. What happened?
Okay. First you find out they're teleported to New Jersey of all places,
Hey, Cryptid, that's where you're from.
and it starts
Yep.
with them.
But this is.
It starts with them talking about the Jersey Devil. Well, Moon Knight's talking about it,
Yep.
and it acts the Harkness, her young self, just teleports in. It's like acting like she's the host on a TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about, yeah. So this is Moon Knight. He basically all he has is boomerangs and sticks, and this is say his name. What his official name?
Let's call him Taiwan. All right, his real name. Even though
Taiwan
even though
comes in and she's like, well, he could do all this incredible stuff. It's basically a mismatch, right?
yeah.
But that's what chaos power comes into it.
Oh, chaos magic.
I love what they did here. Honestly, go ahead. What happens, Austin?
So basically, I'm trying to pull up the thing at the same time.
Okay.
But
Okay.
basically, after she finally stops talking, she introduced these crystals that are full of chaos magic, and that drives both people to fight. So they're both like, "That's mine. It's my crystal."
Yep.
Taiwan starts shooting eye beams. He really is just Superman, huh? He
Yep.
starts shooting eye beams. Moon Knight dodges somehow. Moon Knight throws a moonerang, I guess we'll call him.
Yep.
The moonerang, they just bounce off Taiwan's chest. He goes in to try to fist fight Taiwan with a boomerang in hand.
I wish
He
we
gets judo flip.
I wish we had Jake here, honestly, for this. But go on.
Yeah, he's just getting beat up.
Yep.
And then Taiwan grabs him by his collar and picks him up. The chaos crystals start freaking out, and now they're different versions of themselves. And now we have Captain Crescent, they say a Moon Knight Captain America
Yep.
versus Kingpin Taiwan.
Kingpin of South Korea. And I love the descriptions. Like,
Yeah,
okay.
but he's not fat. He's not fat,
Yeah.
but he's a Kingpin.
Okay, let me read the descriptions. Captain Crescent. His blood made divine by the super supplicant serum, raised up as the fist of the god conquered United States of Khonshu. And in the other corner is Taiwan. Having never made the fateful raid on the base containing the gem, he instead became the kingpin of South Korea. And I'm like, and Captain
And
Crescent.
he's just a dude with karate and a knife, bro. He's just karate and a knife.
Yeah, he's Ra's al Ghul at this point, you know. And Captain Crescent, he's like saying, "I'm going to win this in honor of the USK, the United States of Khonshu, for my immortal President Khonshu."
Jesus Christ.
Oh man,
Wait, he throws this shield, and because it's the Moon Knight, It's a boomerang shield, so it doesn't need to bounce off anything. It just comes back and hits the dude in the back of the head.
But don't knock Taiwan out. Like, dude is a kingpin, maybe a kingpin of crime, but it looks like he has some assassin moves up his corner. And right when it looked like
Jake,
right when it looked like Captain Crescent was
Jake,
up.
if you're still in the comment section, tell me what the name of the tiger from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is.
Ooh,
Oh.
Tiger Fist.
What, is that what his name is?
I don't know, but anyway, right as Captain Crescent was out to win, the Chaos Gems activate again, and they change into different versions of themselves again. This time, Moon Knight becomes a mummy version of himself, while Taiwan becomes a tiger.
What else is new?
Of
I'm
course.
telling you, scripted.
Yeah,
In the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 2012, there's a guy who looks just like this with an eye patch, the tiger. And that's what name I'm trying to figure out. Jake knows who he is.
I'll just say Tiger Fist. But it's crazy chaotic because you would think Taiwan has this, right? But no, the mummy has sorcery powers in him. And they fight, but then the crystals activate again, and this is when they turn into their most powerful multiversal forms. You have Moon Knight,
Yep.
who go ahead, Austin.
We have Spectre, the god of the moon, his title taken from when he killed Khonshu.
And
Taiwan,
he uses his head as his staff. Like, oh man.
yeah, he has a regular staff with a crescent moon, and the middle of that crescent moon is Khonshu's skull.
Yep.
And Moon Knight's cape gives off a crescent symbol, but on the inside of it is all the cosmic power that you
Yep.
can see.
Yep. And while
And
Taiwan.
Taiwan is obviously do Taiwan.
Oh well. Let's see. It's a god who walks in the wait, no. He's the.
Oh, I thought you had it on hand when you were saying it.
No, I have it in front of me. I'm just looking for the right text bubble. He's Psylocke incarnate, crowned with the crystal shards of his power. Frankly, I'm just going to say he's Superman Prime at this point, or
he's basically Superman from Kingdom Come.
Yeah, there you go. He has a beard and the gray hair and everything. Really, he got a little bit more jacked. So yeah, it was an insane fight. I gotta say that. This is actually my favorite issue out of this whole contest of chaos business.
It's the only one that's interesting. The rest of them might have been fights we already seen, a fight that didn't end in any interesting way from what I saw.
Yeah.
Well, it's basically a Batman Superman fight by the way you guys were describing it.
Yep, with a different twist to it.
Yeah, now we got Bat God versus Super God. And Moon Knight comes out saying, I was once a man, but now I'm a god. Will you yield? And Taiwan returns it. Never. I was once a man as well, but now I'm more than a god.
And by the end, Moon Knight, they both revert back to their normal forms, right? And Moon Knight's like, oh wait, this is a contest about getting power. I give up. I quit.
I give up.
I
I'm
quit.
done with this shit.
Like I've had.
And he said, man, in the last Avengers run, that guy Jason Aaron ruined my character. Like straight up, he ruined it. That man had me get the Thor's hammer. He had me get the Iron Fist. I had the Phoenix Force at one point. I'm done. I don't need all that.
You know what that?
I'm Moon Knight.
You know what that got me? Nothing. Like it's all downhill from here.
That's funny.
Yeah.
This part reminded me of Deadpool.
Really? What do you mean?
When I read the dialogue, I'm like, this is like when I read the dialogue, it reminds me of something like Deadpool saying, I've been through this before. It left me with nothing. I'm not doing that.
Gotcha. But anyway, so Taiwan wins, and Agatha takes him amongst the other winners, and this is where we get the winners of the other matches. You have Johnny Storm, you have Wolverine, you have Storm, and you have Taiwan. And the next match is going to be Spider-Gwen versus White Fox. And I'm looking forward.
Spider-Gwen is probably going to win. But
no.
Spider-Gwen is probably going to win, but I think White Fox wouldn't be more interesting.
I know. I want it to be White Fox because, one of the reasons why I like the fact
White
that
Fox is way cooler.
Yes,
Spider Gwen,
really.
No,
she's a
I'll give you all
villain.
the
We
ones
don't
to
need
do
Like,
White
Spider
Fox,
Gwen.
but
like I'll say this: three.
Spider Gwen has the movie and all the other hype going for her that I actually don't want to
This,
keep her in the
Yeah,
company.
this
it's
book,
like what they did with putting Polaris in
this,
Expo. God
this,
damn it.
this
2
book
years.
already has. This book already has Wolverine. All right, it already has the name recognition. They don't
Oh,
need any other big stars in it. Like,
Yeah.
um,
also, on
that's
the side of this, it also tells us the rest of the matchups too.
let's
So
see.
the matchup after that is Venom versus Deadpool.
Looking
After
forward
that
to
is Cyclops versus Captain Marvel,
it.
and that the final one is the whole Avengers team versus a question mark.
It's going to be the roster of the winners here. I'm calling
Yeah,
it.
I won't be
Most
surprised.
likely.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm just glad. Like,
That explains why no Avenger has won yet. That explains a lot.
yeah, but
That shows who that they
Wolverine
bended
won,
their
but he's not
ass.
on the Avengers record. Yeah.
I'm just like I'm a fan of Taiwan, and I'm glad he's getting some spotlight. And I'm also a fan of White Fox. I'm frankly a fan of everybody from Agents of Atlas and the Tiger Division. So that's why in the next match I want White Fox to win because god dang it, we already have enough Spider Gwen content out there. All right, she
Yeah.
could sit this one out. Like,
Yeah.
give her
I'm gonna
favorite.
do the Stone universe.
Yep. Give some love to our favorite nine-tailed fox.
Yep.
Akumio.
Yay,
Akumio.
yay, man! I wish, man.
Do you
I
hear
said,
the sound of Yu-Gi-Oh?
No, a
yay.
gumiho is basically like the Korean version of a kitsune.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Man,
I know, but when you said it, I thought you said it to the tune of the dude
yeah.
screaming Yu-Gi-Oh, and I was like, yeah.
It's time to do.
Yo.
Man, I wish
You know
Jay
what
was here.
still pisses me off about
Well,
Yu-Gi-Oh? I'm gonna go on this little tangent before I move on. Every time I go to San Diego Comic Con, the Konami booth only does Yu-Gi-Oh and never acknowledges any of their other games. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
fair enough. Anyway, we'll move on.
Alrighty, guys. Great issue.
Anyway,
All of y'all should pick it up. Okay, so the next one, Tevia, you do this one.
let's see. Oh yeah, open issue 3. Open main issue 3.
Yep.
Okay, open issue 3. Okay, this open on can worms because we finally figured out why the maker wants to make a time machine. Guess, just guess.
Go ahead, audience.
He wants to make the perfect universe,
Yes, that's true.
right?
But
Or something like that.
here's the bonus. We find out who do a maximum me up who going against the maker. Guess, just guess.
It's got to be Reed.
Wrong. Nope.
Was
Reed Richards in this unit is Doctor Doom.
it?
The maker made Reed Richards Doctor
Well,
Doom.
no. He's still Reed Richards, but he's wearing the Doom mask. He
Yeah.
introduces Reed.
Yep. But here's another twist. The main villain of the entire thing, it's not the Illuminati, it's not my mind, which I wish it was, but that'd be cool.
Oh,
It get this
Yeah.
drum roll, please.
If we talk about the ending, it's not Kang.
It's Kang.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
The ending is
Open
about
Kang.
the ending is the ending is Iron Man coming back to fight the ultimate, coming back to fight the Maker with the army he accumulated to fight him.
But he said it's Kang. He's Kang.
Yeah, it's Tony Stark. Just like in the Ultimate Universe, Sue Storm was Kang.
mhm.
It's Iron. It's Tony.
Yeah, but
It's Tony
but
under the name of Kang
she's
coming
still
to fight the
gone.
Ultimate.
She doesn't exist anymore. So that's not Kang. That's not her Kang.
King.
I know. I'm saying just because his name is Kang doesn't change the fact that it's Iron Man armor. It's Tony Stark.
Mm-hmm.
It's the young Tony from this book coming back to fight the Maker.
I don't see that being the case.
They literally say they've been waiting thousands of years for this. So something had to happen, and he had to start building this army. Whatever happens is going to be this event. This event is going to set Tony on that path. Probably going to be his dad dying, thanks to the Maker,
Yep.
and then he's coming back to fight him.
But
I mean,
the president will Tony get the research of a time machine, go back to the future, build that time machine, build an army, rebuild the army, go back in the future. Oh my
That's
god,
an
my brain's so
awesome story,
confused.
dude. Complicated.
You were saying, Austin? Repeat that.
I was like, that would change. That would these type of stories are always complicated until we get the full picture.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole thing is the event, the Ultimates basically got attacked last issue. They're trying to figure out what happened.
No, not the
Uh,
open. The Maker got attacked, and his army got attacked.
Yeah, the Ultimates.
no, the magic in them implies that they all. That's what I'm saying. That's who the people there are basically the Ultimates of this town. They are the heroes of this earth.
Yep.
All the people left in that room.
They're not heroes.
So
They're
I'm
villains.
calling them the Ultimates just to simplify this group because I don't want to name everybody individually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Open Hulk, Open Magic, Open Colossus.
Teddy, don't even attack that. We're just saying they're their ultimate team. Yeah, that's it. Like, there's a lot.
Okay.
There's a lot of characters here.
But
Yeah.
they were the Maker stuff was attacked, and now they want to figure out why. The Maker takes Howard Stark, who is the Iron Man of this universe, and he wants him to build the Mortis engine, which is the time travel machine at the center of King City, if I remember correctly, of my history.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I'm seeing the Dome City.
Yeah, of the teleporting Citadel of Kang.
No, not that Kang. No. Maker made the city a long time ago before Kang even existed.
It's time travel.
I know,
Everybody.
but I'm saying people mostly know that from Kang. A lot of people, you'll be surprised how many people don't know that Kang, most of Kang stuff is stolen. Most people know it just from Kang using it. So that's why I'm simplifying with Kang.
Yeah.
But Obadiah Stane died somehow.
Obadiah Stane died at the end
Iron Man
in
doesn't know
issue
why.
3. Wait, is it issue 3?
Kang.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, issue 2.
Kang.
In issue 3, they revealed that he died, and Tony asked him what happened, and that leads to the flashback of them all meeting the Maker and talking about the Mortis engine.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was issue 2 that
I
happened.
guess
But-
it was just. I read this issue, and for book titled Invasion, it's really taking its time about Invasion, honestly.
Yeah.
The Lyrics of Invasion's next issue.
Wait, isn't the next issue the last issue though?
Next issue is the finale.
No.
It said to be concluded.
Oh, yep, the next issue is the finale, Austin. Yep, it does
Yeah,
say
I'm
it.
saying this is the
question. What's
Ultimate
the ending of all
Invasion.
this? Because we're getting open years
I was like, yeah,
planning, that's true. But who is writing the open year? That worried me. That was sitting in, if we get Mon Ryan doing fucking with open years, this could end disaster. And I don't want that.
whatever happens here, what most likely going to happen is because I don't know if did you read on Donny Cates' Venom?
Yeah.
Tevye?
Yeah, I read that and the open year on fire. But in Ben's
Then you know the reason the Maker started all this stuff, right?
Hey, what?
The reason the Maker started
Do
all
you
this.
remember the reason the Maker started all this?
Yeah, he wanted to bring that open year back to life.
Well, the reason is because it's.
No, he wanted to join the Council of Reeds.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that. I forgot about that part.
And apparently
They
the
told
rule.
him to order to join, he had to fix the Ultimate Universe.
Yep.
And now he's trying, instead of actually going, he made it back at the end of that run to the Ultimate Universe. But instead of trying to fix that, he's just going to make his own.
Basically, this is Liu Kang in Mortal Kombat 1, where he's adjusting all this world to fit his perfect world. You know.
To fit his vision, but
It
Liu Kang is a good
honestly-
guy. Do you can make a monster of Cheng Sung.
Yep. I know.
It honestly feels like the original plan got scrapped when Jonathan Hickman came on. So we know there was supposed to be a Donny Cates project at first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And Donny Cates was going to do an original, Ultimate Universe thing. But it seemed like they decided to do something, go their own way with making another universe thing.
Yep.
Mhm.
But with this event, most likely going to end with the Invasion and Reed and them showing up. Unless that Reed is our Reed. And he got
I don't
captured,
think that's all
which
we.
would be another thing. I don't think it is, but it's a chance.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
You know.
But it's most likely going to end with him either being accepted or leading to another 5-issue event.
Or the
Uh-huh.
man gets
Like I
shot in the
said,
head again. And
They
dies.
shouldn't have built this up the way they did. They set it up as an invasion of the Ultimate Universe, which is not it. It's an Ultimate Universe technically, but it's not what people thought. It's very misleading. I'll put it like that.
Yeah.
So I understand people
gotta
not like
pay
it
off.
for the
They gotta pay off to
misleading.
this. They
Yeah.
can't screw this up. If there's no payoff, I'll be disappointed. Like, what? You built all
Yeah,
this
what-
up
Whatever
Yeah.
they do the next day, better have huge. whatever next, whoever happens next, has to have huge ramifications of what's going forward. I'm not even just talking about like not like in a god book, like
I'm not.
whatever happens. Give me like the ultimate stuck in this our universe or something. Something big gotta happen for this book to mean anything
Yeah.
at the end of this run now.
Yeah, because remember,
I'm
this
not
thing
sure.
will
That
launch
I'm
the
not.
guy to open universe. Because if
I'm
this
not.
thing fails, the open
Yeah.
universe will be more screwed.
It can't be any more screwed because Marvel already tried like what 5 times to bring back the Ultimate Universe before, and in those
Yeah,
5 times,
Spider-Man 2.
the next writer just forgot everything that the previous writer did of the Ultimate Universe. You know, like
Yep. Because
that
mhm.
what I think is
when Ultimate
funny.
would kill the universe, then
Okay,
we had
yeah,
um
uh, okay, Austin.
Open X-Men came back, but that failed. Spider-Man only book good is good. Open X-Men failed maybe again. We had
Hmm.
Cataclysm would kill the universe again, but
Hmm.
then didn't kill it. Then we have
Gotcha,
new Ultimates, but didn't do well. And then
gotcha.
Seeker will try to
Um,
improve the image up.
okay.
And Marvel only survivor.
Austin.
I was gonna say the only thing I can really see that make this event worth it. 'Cause I'm pretty sure it's gonna lead into something bigger. This Jonathan Hickman always usually does.
Hmm.
So I think that Evil Reed, the maker, has to join the Council Reed, and then we have the Council Reed becomes actual full on villains of
Mm.
an art.
Mm-hmm.
I think the next major event of Marvel will be versus the Council Reed, led by the maker. You know he's gonna worm his way to the top.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's gonna
Knowing
look
the
for
maker,
top
he'll
dog.
betray Elwood Reed and take over the council
And
himself.
I just realized, Jake, you're surprisingly silent on everything the maker's doing, man. What is it?
I don't think he's here.
Jake.
Because my phone is overheating, so I'm trying not to use it too much. So.
Gotcha. But this is
Jake,
the
what's the tiger for TMNT name?
Tiger Claw.
oh okay.
Thank you.
I was close. Tiger Fist. All right.
Yeah, it's close enough, but
Okay.
the guy looked like
Yeah.
a tiger claw.
It seems like we found the one version of Reed that isn't scrambling Jake's mind.
That's because
Honestly.
Yep.
I couldn't.
Yeah, 'cause he's already evil. I think he's like, yeah, but he is a
Yeah,
menace.
Yeah,
he's
I don't need to
yeah.
say it, y'all. He's a menace.
he's already done
The
the job.
maker
I
is
can't.
a monster, plain and simple. He's a monster
Listen,
psychopath. It's psycho.
listen. Once Jameson has already proven Spider-Man's a menace, what's more for him to do? I'm just saying.
Well, after that,
Well,
he tried to
no,
kill
Jamie's
Spider-Man.
kind of
But
funny now. Remember,
Uh,
not Zebos.
so
Okay.
Fucking fish away over here. I
but
remember going away.
Yeah.
so we have a future Tony. I'll say we have what I believe to be future Tony coming back to attack the Maker and all that stuff. The problem with this event for me, well, like because so far it's fine for me. It's not like a major thing. Like you don't have to read if you don't want to.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what is reading the Avengers? I mean the Illuminati come back with their story.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
I don't think they're gonna make that. Wait, speaking of it, where's
Yeah,
my
you,
Mirage?
It's like, oh yeah, we're
Why
gonna
isn't he
find the
gone
Maker and we're
destroyed?
gonna make
My Mirage
it.
should be gone destroyed. This
you
is his
kind
home.
you kind of feel like this story should be a bigger than it's being treated as, because
Yeah.
you know.
Usually when Jonathan Hickman does these type of stories like X-Men and all that stuff, it usually is a bigger deal.
Yeah,
So it's kind of weird how tame this one is
but I guess
in comparison to his regular.
But I guess we gotta wait for that one issue in near future where okay, now everything John Hickman wrote in the past all lines together. We see the map, we see the building blocks. Okay, it makes sense
Seeker will
now.
try 15 again, but this time with
Yeah.
the
And
Maker.
don't forget the biggest question that he opened his book up with is the Maker asking Reed, if you could erase me from existence, would you do so?
And we said yes.
And Reed said, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna come back. You with Jonathan Hickman, you know that's gonna come back.
Yeah.
It's gonna come back at some point. So is that gonna be next issue, or is he gonna do like remember like the Hulk, World Hulk series, not
Yeah.
World Hulk, the Maestro Hulk series where he had like 3 miniseries of 5 issues.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be something like that.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I did remember seeing an article that we're going to get like another Ultimate, not an invasion, but just another mini series titled Ultimates after this. So yeah.
Wait, we're going
Yeah.
open
So I think
issue
we're getting a
1.
3-part series, and like Jonathan Hickman loves to write, it's not gonna make sense till we get to the final part.
You mean Hickman,
Got it.
not John Cates.
So
Yeah, yeah,
Listen,
God, they kicked me out of it.
gotcha. But all right, man. I guess we're just gonna have to wait for that
Yeah,
big
but I
payoff
thought,
later
but
on.
here's the thing, my final part on Open Invasion, I'm intrigued about the story. This show we've been ASF, it's a train wreck, it's a garbage. So I'm very excited with Open Invasion. I come with finale. I hope finale good, and I want to have a good ending to the story, and to not end
Gotcha.
disappointing, but we'll see.
Okay. But anyway, with
Yeah, it's
Anyways, hey,
interesting. We just
Will,
need
here.
answers,
Are you
bro.
ready to go,
yeah,
man?
You gotta tell us something.
gotcha. But anyway, all right. I think we said enough about this book, so let's move on. We
Anyway,
have
guys,
two
I gotta
last
go.
books.
It's anyway over here. I need to go to bed. It's at
Okay.
12:35 over here.
All
Night.
right. All right, Debbie.
See you,
Nice having you,
Abby.
man. Talk to you.
Later.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye. All right. This one ought to be brief. Miss Marvel, the New Mutant #1.
It was a lot better than I thought it was gonna be.
Uh,
I can at least say that.
oh,
Too,
wait, you read it?
I skimmed it. I got the gist of it, but it was pretty good.
Gotcha. I
Yeah.
mean, if you
It,
never read Miss Marvel
it
before,
was sold out of my comic shop, so I couldn't even buy it.
oh wow, I was lucky enough to get the last variant cover. Honestly, I didn't want to get this book, but it had a nice variant cover to it. The one where she's has those embiggened fists. She's wearing the X-Men uniform, this and that. Ugh, dang you, variant covers! You win again.
It's always the
He's like, oh,
variant covers.
they got pretty colors. They got pretty colors. I guess I'll buy it.
Yeah.
They got pretty
Damn.
art. I need.
Damn you, cheap Malibu Stacy hat. Okay, but anyway, if you never read Miss Marvel, don't be afraid because, like, the first couple of pages, they're literally opening up on, recapping you on the origin of Kamala. And it's really just going about how, like, Kamala, she's been categorized as, many things. Pakistani, she's been identified as an Avenger, a champion, an Inhuman, and right now she's now under the category of a mutant. You know, as far as that goes, like this is working in the mutant's favor, right? Because now she's enrolled in a college run by Orchis, right? Even though Kamala found that she's a mutant, her mutant gene hasn't activated yet. So she is allowed to slide under the radar in the Orchis
I
security
told you.
system. Yeah,
I called it because they're gonna do the blue thing, bro, for the TV show. I'm telling you,
pretty
that's what it's gonna be.
pretty much. But I also gotta wonder. Like, I know the term of a late bloomer, but how late? How long of a late bloomer can you be to activate your mutant power? Because right now,
No. To be fair, uh, it's built on by stress, but there's also a thing where in a What If Spider-Man book,
yeah,
where Spider-Man had the mutant gene, and you found that his other powers actually suppress his mutant gene.
I
So it took even more like high levels than like the normal mutant to awake.
I guess that's the best explanation we're going with because Kamala's already had a career, right? She's already definitely dealt with a lot of stressful situations before.
Yeah, she literally died.
Yes. Oh, and that's also another thing, because yeah, apparently, yeah, Emma Frost, she mind wiped up everybody to forgetting that Kamala died, and right now she's struggling as to whether or not she should be telling people this. But more importantly, as to whether or not she should tell people she's a mutant.
She's a
Like,
mutant.
and like, oh, she's worried about how everybody's going to react to this news, this and that. That's why I was like commenting earlier, like, wait, is this Tim trying to paint like a coming out moment with Kamala here? you know. But eventually,
I think it's half and half. It's like the only time you can do that when the world fears mutants again, full on.
I guess.
So it makes a lot of sense to do that category to do that right now. Than like say like if this book came out like a year from now.
Hmm. But eventually, she does end up telling Bruno everything. And I gotta ask, like,
We don't talk about
Yeah,
Bruno.
we don't talk about Bruno.
well, we're talking about him here, okay? And I gotta ask, where's his arm and leg brace? Because that was a pivotal thing in the Miss Marvel books. The fact that he got injured in both his left and right side, his limbs on the left side, and he was never going to be walking right again. But apparently, he fixed himself up, so he no longer needs those anymore.
Wait. Do you think? Do you have a picture of him walking,
He's
or
walking.
is it just him sitting down at the table?
No, he's walking with Kamala in the college campus. Oh,
All right.
and
I'm gonna go to the actress Twitter and see if she commented on that because people asked about it.
gotcha. And also keep in mind, audience, like Kamala right now is of college age, which honestly makes a lot of sense. Given her next,
It's she's wait. So she's in college, but Miles still in high school now.
For
I'm just saying.
real.
I don't know how that works, but you got to understand this. The original writer, Miss Marvel, she wrote herself into a slump because her brother her brother met and married his girlfriend, right, in the midst of the Kamal Khan story, and you could say they rushed things a little bit, but they ended up having a child. 9 months minimum had to have happened, for the child to be conceived, and right now we're at a point where the child is walking now. So a considerable amount of time had to have passed.
That's like at least like 8 more months.
Yes. So on top of the fact that Kamala already had like a dozen adventures before her brother got married or even met his girlfriend. So yeah, college age. So is Bruno, and she tells Bruno everything, was was a picture we posted on our Instagram. Bruno's like, "Oh my God, so you died? The X-Men brought you back? You're a mutant, and nobody else knows about this?" Dude, if I was in Bruno's spot, I would be more frightened at the fact that you're telling me the mutants could at any point wipe everybody's minds out. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what if?
In a height of mutant fear, you're telling me one just came and wiped out memory of you dying casually?
I know, right?
The mutant,
Wait, she can do that, but can't make people forget they theorists? It's retarded. It's
the
crazy.
mutant agenda is at
Oh,
play
shut
once
up,
again.
Jake. I want to ask for your opinion right now.
Go back to hating the
So-
Fantastic Four, Jake.
Yeah, go talk about Fantastic Four on Twitter, okay?
Okay, but anyway, so out of nowhere, Shatari comes in, attacks the people on campus, and that's when Kamala gives her big coming out moment to the public by donning her new blue and yellow costume.
Which is probably a very dumb idea. When
Yep,
you're
because
going to an anti-mutant school and you pull up in your new shiny mutant outfit.
that pretty much tells the
Yeah.
whole world you're a mutant. Like. So anyway, she defeats them, this and that. They is saved. She regroups with her mutant pals. She plays video games with Bruno, and you see like the people underground in Orcus. They're like noticing this, like how did a mutant
Yeah.
slip under our radar?
Because
And-
Kamala's baller.
No,
And all it takes is one more incident for them to confirm that she goes to that school. By the way, like once it's like okay, but twice is like that's too convenient.
mm-hmm.
It's like Spider-Man showing up at Midtown High. Like he got to be a student at this point.
But which is what happened in the Ultimate Universe, actually.
The Ultimate Universe is a mess.
But anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much how the issue ends. Not a bad issue. Okay, for the hell of it, I'll follow this series through to see what happens.
This is written by the actor,
Yep,
correct?
the
Yes.
actress. Yep,
Or co-written.
co-written. Yep.
Co-written.
hmm
Okay, I'm gonna let it get to like issue 3, and then I'll decide if I'm gonna buy into it.
It's only 5 issues,
Yeah,
though.
it's only 5 issues, so stick throughout the.
I know that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna wait to the halfway point and see if it gets a little bit more of its footing,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll buy the other issues all the way up to 5.
That's valid.
Yeah.
But so far, sounds like she's doing a good job. I'm proud of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds okay. So I want to see if she keeps that up, and then I'll let it. It will tell you how I go.
Gotcha.
Like after like skimming this, I'll probably go like read it in depth later. But it shows that she really knows what she's doing when it comes
She's a
to
fan. She's a
actual
fangirl.
fangirl, like Kamala.
Well,
Yeah.
hold on, Cryptid.
No,
Yeah, hold on,
nobody
Cryptid.
can question that. Yep.
If Spider-Man Lotus taught me anything,
The-
fanboys are not the best writers all the time.
And
Hey,
we're talking
Yeah,
about
I'm gonna
that's a
I
say,
could,
Chris, you
fanboy. We're
I
remember
talking
could
about a
the
fangirl.
person?
look,
Fangirls
I
are
could
usually better.
look,
They know their
look.
shit.
I'll
I
make
no,
this
no,
plain.
I'm gonna say, you remember a fangirl wrote Ironheart.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
oh, wow. Yeah. All right.
There was a fangirl on Twitter who was like, I read all these issues. I love Ironheart, and I have to say hairstyle and stuff to her. And they were like, you know what? You're hired. That
Um,
book was garbage. And then it wasn't garbage for the reasons that like people hated Ironheart beforehand. It was just badly written.
yeah.
Because Ironheart by that point was kind of fixed by champions.
Yes. Jim Zub was the best Ironheart writer out there. But anyway, we're getting too far off topic. But anyway, guys, pick it up. It's not that bad of a read. Anyway, let's move on to the last book of the night, which is going to be a pretty juicy one. The
And
Gotham
I
War.
want you to know,
Yeah.
you have 15 minutes.
Now,
Because you kept saying, oh, we're breathing through these comments.
You do
You have
this
15
every
minutes.
time.
okay. All right. Let's go through it. The Batman Catwoman crossover, the Gotham War Battle Lines, #1. Now, apparently, this is following up what happened in Knight's Terror, which gives a brief summary. Apparently, Batman, because he was the only normal person in the Justice League, he gets sent into a coma instead of, Superman or Wonder Woman, right? That's why he's been out for a couple weeks, which is why Catwoman had to be the sheriff of Gotham. And oh yeah, he also has a robotic arm now. Yeah, go with it. So he comes out like he apparently Oracle was taking care of him, and after Batman got out, he's like, "Look, this is all getting strange. Even though I'm restless, let me do the one thing that just feels right." So he goes out on the streets to patrol crime, and that's when he runs into like these two robbers who are trying to steal a diamond from this museum, right? They're being careful about it. They apparently check the security guard's scheduling and this and that. A whole bunch of extra things to make sure their high school's perfect. But that's when Batman comes in. They try running. They go to a corner. Batman loses sight of them, and then he goes into the corner they ran at. He finds the window open and with a grappling hook, and sees that that's how they got out. Right? No. He. That's when he notices a screw was on the ground where the vent was. This was a decoy. Whoa, what's going on? Like these robbers are starting to up their game a bit. Okay, apparently that's when you find out what's going on in this event.
Wait, Cryptid, hang on.
Yeah,
Correct me if I'm wrong, because I had to step out of my room. He
yeah.
knows who the criminal is, right?
No, these are just regular bank robbers, or
Okay.
goons.
Okay.
Like
Keep going.
black
You
sweater.
thought it was like the Enigma.
Yeah,
No,
like
I was
black sweater, black pants, black hat. That's it.
okay. I was
All right.
Joke chill equivalent.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So anyway, you apparently Selena has been training crooks in Gotham. She actually set up her own training ring for criminals to be professional criminals. Do better heists, do be better at fighting this and that. And she's doing this all
Or
with the
what?
she's doing this all with the help of her friends that she broke out of jail. Now I'm like, wait.
For someone who keeps telling you every other book that she wants to do better and be better and just steal for
No,
herself, she keeps contradicting
Austin. From my
that every time a
understanding,
new book comes out.
That
this is how she does better. So
that was the immediate red flag for me when you're telling me, wait, so you broke out your friends in jail and they're teaching more criminals how to be better criminals? Huh.
But she pulled a Taskmaster.
Yeah, pretty much. And this is where she receives word that Batman, awakes from his coma, right? That's when she issues the summons. She invites Batman and the rest of the Bat family to her hideout, which is called the Kitty Cat Club.
Oh,
And
I
this
love
is
that.
where, yep, and this is where she pretty much tells it how it is. This is her answer to how to solve the crime in Gotham. she's teaching the goons how to be better thieves, right? But they have to go through guidelines and rules that they cannot break. One,
Wait. So basically, she's doing Red Hood, but not killing people.
I guess, yeah, but she's pretending like she's the noble one.
She's trying to bottleneck the crime, like trying to bottleneck the crime syndicate by making it go through her. That's what he was doing.
Yep.
But he was killing people
Yeah.
at the same time.
These are her rules, right? Rule one: we only rob the rich people.
Yes.
Rule two: 15%.
Oh, Batman wasn't the rich people.
Oh yeah.
Wait, calm down.
We're going to bring that up later on. Rule two: 15% of all the money you make has to be donated to charity.
Yes.
And rule three: there can be no killing
I
at
don't want no
all.
blood money.
Wait, no. Okay, let's talk about rule 2 real quick. What if they
Yeah.
trace back the money to criminal activity? Right?
Yeah,
I know.
you realize that happens. Those places getting shut down, right?
Like where are you going to cash in your diamonds and jewels? You can't go to a pawn shop because they're going to be asking, "Wait, where'd you get this?"
I guess they'll have to bring them to Catwoman. And
No.
she'll
I
trade
mean,
them in
they're
wherever
probably
she gets
money
money.
laundering,
Look,
I imagine.
Look, no. Originally, Penguin's the person you go to for that. Like, he's the one who has a confidentiality to, like, give you cash for your jewels or your artwork and that stuff. But Penguin ain't in Gotham anymore,
Well, I imagine you could do a.
Hey. I heard he got a female daughter.
Yeah, but she's just new to the business. She ain't no professional. Like,
He doesn't know
I
about
imagine
this
there's
shit.
a.
I'll find somebody, bro. Maybe Deathstroke can do it. He got no thumb kind.
I imagine there's a
Probably a
money
villain out
laundering
there,
scheme in
Gotham.
place, but I don't know if you want to have all these criminals involved in it. That's a big
That-
operation just to not.
and
The problem is the main money launderer thing was through Penguin. And then he's gone.
Yeah.
Penguin leaving kind of screwed over everyone's plan. He was like the centerpiece of Gotham,
yeah.
other than Batman.
Yeah. But anyway, so as she's telling all this, she's telling the Batman this. Look, this is how we're reducing crime in Gotham. So now nobody's getting hurt, and the goons I'm training have no reason to go back to being hired by Joker or Two-Face or Black Mask or this stuff. So now all I need to ask you is to not get in our way. Look the other way.
But you're not solving the problem. You're making criminals be different criminals.
Yeah.
Why are they being criminals in the first place? That's the question you should ask. And
Yes.
then you solve that problem.
Yes.
No, but that's always the problem, because the problem is fixable from Batman's standard. That was like the point of the Batman Who Laughs book. It was saying, like, if Bruce did anything else but be Batman, he could probably solve the problem, but he can't.
You mean White Knight?
No, it was the White Knight too. White Knight did that as well. It was
You're
White
just-
Knight and also the Batman Who
Yeah,
Laughs.
you said Batman Who Laughs.
No, because that book, there were multiversal versions of Bruce Wayne, and every version of them stopped being Batman to actually solve the problem, and they did it more effectively than Batman ever did. So.
There's no such thing as a perfect plan. You're going to be saving one people over the cost of the other, no matter which plan you go with. And
Batman. And Bruce can stay Batman, but he should use his opportunity to make more jobs and hire criminals in these positions.
Cryptid,
and then
Cryptid, from the man who's a threat to the multiverse itself, I expect better from one city. Okay, I'm just saying.
He was in a coma for a couple of weeks, man. Give him a break. Okay, but anyway,
I don't think it's funny. He was in a coma, and out of the 20 sidekicks he has, no one stepped up but Catwoman to do anything. That's crazy.
That is weird. And all the members of the Bat family, they're all having their different, opinions on this. Dick is like saying, you're just changing one crime for another. You have Tim in the corner saying, yeah, but there's a difference between robbing a bodega owner and, stealing from a stealing from jewelry from a millionaire.
Tim out of all people would have been like, nah.
Even
Tim out of all people would have none of the fun.
Yeah, even the signal is like, what is it to a millionaire if a couple of jewels go missing? And here, I love Damien.
Two?
Yeah.
I'm about to say, it's funny they keep saying that when 3 of them are millionaires.
Oh, and you also have
Nightwing is a millionaire, Batman's a millionaire again, and Damien's a millionaire because he's Batman's son.
Oh, and you also have Damien here saying, like, these criminals are just going to be better trained criminals. Selena, come on.
Did we pass
And
the panel where Batman screams at Selena?
oh, this is where we're getting to
Yeah.
it, right? Batman's like, no, this is wrong. I'm not going to turn a blind eye onto someone stealing this and that. And Selena's like, look, this is just non-violent crimes being done against rich people who can more than afford it, you know? Oh, and then Batman's like
Also,
saying, oh, you mean
I
like
have a
my
question.
parents? They
No.
deserve
He
to
said
have gotten
no.
robbed?
He screams. He's like, my parents were rich.
Yeah. You know what?
Oh, that's where that panel
Yeah.
came from. I thought that was the whole
Yes,
thing.
yes. You know,
Dude, I didn't see that photo on TikTok the whole day. I thought it was the whole thing.
no, it's from this book. You know, this is going to have to lead up to the point where one of Selena's criminals is
It's
going to bust into Wayne Manor and steal the pearl necklace. And I would love to see Selena
yep.
say, "Well, you could just buy you could buy 1,000,000 pearl
Look,
necklaces. It's so biggie." What? Motherfucker.
this is why the hammer of justice used to be unisex, bro.
Okay, listen.
That's all I'm saying. The moment he stopped hitting Catwoman as a villain, some things happened. These type of things went on.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
Listen.
it's big. Yeah.
I think my problem with stories like I think Cape Joel said it better than I ever did. But I think my problem with stories like these is like you're never gonna answer the problem. So why are you even making a story like this? You know what I mean?
They can
Yeah.
try. I mean, frankly, I would think like the villains in Gotham who are running low on henchmen will be like thinking, "Hey, we're losing a lot of hired help thanks to Selena. We gotta take her out." You know?
Yeah, I mean, no, but it's like the real answer to Batman's problems is just like a combination of Bruce Wayne and Batman. I mean, even in the Dark Knight trilogy, by the second movie, Batman pretty much had a lock on crime. He was like, all right, it's almost done. Like, I'm almost done with it. You know what I mean?
It's never going to be done. There's always going to be crime in the streets, no matter
In the
what you
comics,
do.
but the problem is Batman never gets into a manageable level. There's a thing of having crime in your big city, and they're just having Gotham levels of crime. It's ridiculous to me.
That's the problem with him being having the most popular villains of him and Spider-Man has the two biggest, greatest road scouts for people. So at all times, every writer wants to keep at least like 10 people free, just in case a writer wants to play around.
I mean, let's be honest. Every major criminal in Gotham deserves like quadruple life sentences in jail at automatically.
They deserve the death sentence,
Yeah.
but we know Gotham will do that. Because they tried to put Joker to death for a crime he didn't do, and Batman's like, no, don't do that.
It's just also silly to me because at the same time, Batman can't get this issue fixed by himself. He can doom the multiverse on his own, but he can't save Gotham. He can beat up the entire Justice League in a day, but can't save Gotham. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he can make the Hellbat suit, but can't keep Joker in prison for 6 months.
Right.
And he survives a fall from the moon, yet he dies because of Penguin.
So,
Yeah,
Oh.
a fall from the moon, get his back broken by Bane the next day.
it is one of the reasons I could never take Batman seriously outside of like independent media, like in his movies or like short movies or TV shows. I can't take him seriously.
But you know what? For what it is, I kind of want to see this explored. And okay, this is the creme jewel I liked in this issue, right? Where Selena, she's yelling at Batman, saying, this is one of the reasons why we can never get married. It's because it's always going to be you and the mission, Bruce. And I'm there reading this saying, bullshit, Selena. You're trying to pin.
Yeah, your only reason for breaking up the marriage was saying that, if we do this and he gets happy, he'll stop being Batman.
No, the main reason why when Batman proposed to Selena, right, everybody was celebrating this and that, and I had to be the one stick in the mud there saying this marriage was never going to work out because Catwoman is a thief.
I'm saying it too.
Is a thief. She's always going to steal for the thrill of it. I mean, for God's sakes, Bruce Wayne could have bought her the best, most expensive wedding dress on the planet, but what does Selena choose to do? She goes and robs a wedding dress from a store. It was never going to work out.
That was my problem with this thing. Because it was always going to be the situation where it's like, Batman, the whole thing about Batman, he does not bend his rules. He does not bend his will.
Yeah.
If you have him bend over this, This is a big change in his
Well, he
character,
never
whether you
bends
like
his
it or not.
rules unless he's horny. Then he'd like.
But
That's a whole different head rule. Okay, that head has different rules.
nah, and
But I think the point is, if he starts bending his rules, it's like, yeah, you can still meet over together. That changes everything people know about that.
Well, the thing,
Like, he wouldn't do
the
that.
weird thing is, I was watching a retrospective on like the first Batman, like the very first iteration of Batman, and at the end of his life, he actually did marry Selena, and they had a kid, and that was
well,
it was
well, that was a
interesting.
different. That
That Batman needs to kill people.
Yeah.
that was a different multiverse, actually. So we shouldn't count that. I mean, heck, in Injustice, right? Catwoman's ending, the video game.
Yeah.
She married Bruce Wayne, right? But she got bored in the married life, so she divorced him and went back to being a criminal.
Well, what I'm
Yeah,
saying is,
that
even like
sounds
some of the
like-
earliest versions of Batman, there
Exactly,
are versions
which-
where he does marry, he does have a kid,
Like,
and that
it
kid goes
sounds
on to
like
do
Selena
things as well.
because she can't really
So
commit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you mean like Helena Wayne,
yeah,
the
Yeah.
Huntress girl.
yeah.
Which that is exactly why I kept saying like there was never going to be a workout between Batman and Catwoman because she couldn't commit. It's really more so on her fault that they can't work things out together.
Yeah, that's why he always goes back to
No.
Talia
To be
al Ghul.
fair, she's also right in the sense of if it comes down to it, Batman's going to put the job on his wife. I'll tell you that right now.
Well,
If
when
it
you're
comes to saving Gotham and saving
you're talk-
Catwoman, I'm going to save Gotham, and we can talk about it later.
if you're talking about civilians that Batman needs to save over Catwoman, of course I'm going to expect them to go save the civilians.
No. I'm saying no. That's what she means. She's a selfish person, so she will want him to choose her over all that. Is what I'm saying. And we know
There
he
you
would
go.
never do that. He won't He won't bend
Exactly.
his rules, and she won't bend her
that-
bullshit. So it was never
that's
going to
one-
work out.
That leads to this page where I kind of liked it, right? Where Batman is leaving in disgust after what he heard, and then Tim is going there, trying to talk to Batman, telling him, "Look, let's just hear things out, see where this goes." And Batman's like, "What? You want me to reason with all you? Everyone in that room is a victim of a crime. I took all of you in, help you to move past that, to help." And now all you want to do is decide who gets to be a victim. There's no debating this.
Well,
And he leaves.
Yeah.
that's the other problem too. There is a debate because he's talking about people who are victims of murders and crimes, but Catwoman sets the limit on you can't murder for your crime. You have to steal.
Okay, but no, here's the thing. Okay,
No,
so
no.
you
Bruce
professional
Wayne,
up.
you got to remember, Joe Chill didn't go out with the intention of killing Bruce Wayne's parents. So just like these
Yeah.
people, he went out with the intention to rob rich people.
Well, depending on the version.
And then
but
it just so happened he ended up shooting the mom. And then because the dad ran him, he shot the dad.
Right. But then also at the same time, I need Batman to come up with his own solution too, because this seems objectively better. You're actually just rather than more people. The amount of rich people in Gotham is far less than the amount of poor people in Gotham. You know what I mean? Like,
okay, so dude, we gotta get to the point where one of the goons tried stealing the pearl necklace out of Wayne Manor and try telling Batman that it doesn't matter, like you could buy dozens of those.
No, I get it, but your answer can't be no. It has to be no, and then this is what we'll do. That's what I'm saying.
But
like,
he hasn't got to that point yet, right? He just threw an ultimatum face. He's the greatest strategist of all time. You got to go back to the cave and strategize. You got to think.
Again, I have to also go to the point where, like, Catwoman, she had a jailbreak where she broke some of her cellmates out, and they're the ones training these criminals. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, you don't think for a second that those criminals Catwoman broke out were in jail for a reason in Gotham? Like, seriously?
Like that was the first thing Batman needs to do. He needs to find out who she broke out.
Yes,
because it could have been none of
for this situation. It's probably people from the Council of Owls.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so it's question: is Catwoman going? Are the goons going to go after steal from the Court of Owls? Are they going to steal from the Iceberg Lounge?
That's what I'm saying. So if you're stealing from rich people, most of the rich people of Gotham are in the Court of Owls. So you'll have to make a deal with them to let that happen. Because if you don't, they're going to get murdered by the teller.
Which is which is actually what ended up happening because you get this one robber, right, who gets trained by Catwoman. He goes into this one millionaire's apartment because he studied that they were going on vacation, but apparently one of the family members stayed behind because of work, right? And she sees him robbing their jewels, and she shoots him, and he
R.I.P.
dies.
R.I.P.
And I'm like,
Yeah, that's
hey,
sad.
I mean, come on, that was act of self defense right there, you know.
Yeah, I know. He still could have
Also,
that.
it looks like the Riddler's going to be playing a part in this. He might be siding with Batman in this. What else
Yeah,
is going on?
the Riddler, the Riddler of all people, be like, "Nah, you're taking men from me." She like
Yeah,
to become like a full like gang war. To be honest,
yeah, that's also another point. Like a bunch of the big heads, the big Batman rogues villains, they're going to notice that their goons are leaving them, so they're going to want to go after Selina after this. You
Yeah,
know?
I guess
yeah,
what I'm
this is
saying is,
this is the lead up to the war.
Oh,
I
but
guess my thing is like I'm more sympathetic to Selena than Batman because again, Selena's doing something within her power to try. I'm just saying, like,
so is Batman.
no, Batman is just
He's
dressing up like a bat and beating people up and doing nothing else.
no
Yes,
Like
people
they
that's
who
beat
are
something
up
in
the
his
people.
power.
Watchmen, and then what else?
People
Yeah.
They break out
Batman
and
is
beat us to
beating
death.
people. Batman is beating people up who are actively trying to kill people in Gotham or
I
even
mean,
blow up the city,
he's putting
man.
out fires, but he's not putting out the fire starter. That's what I'm saying. Like she's
He's
trying
a
to.
first
Yeah, she's not
responder,
doing that
man.
either. She's just
No, she's
bottlenecking it
not.
to
But she
try to
doesn't
go
have the
through it.
power. She doesn't have the. As far as I'm aware, she doesn't have the power to do much else. This is just the thing she came up with. I'm saying.
No. If she wasn't selfish, she could run if it could. She's almost as rich as Batman.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm,
I thought she. Well, I thought she was
Look,
like
No,
kind
she
of like.
all the
stays
stuff
in a
she stole.
penthouse and she steals stuff almost every day. Like she is rich, bro. She don't
Okay.
need Bruce Wayne's money.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well then, yeah.
She
If she
chooses
wanted to
it.
do
This
more,
is
if
a
she could do
choice that
more.
she makes.
That's that she's making the choice to have them give the charity, so she don't have to.
Okay. Well then, yeah. No,
Selena,
she could do more. Yeah, definitely. I agree.
Selena, let's give you this ultimatum. If you want to marry Bruce Wayne, okay, fine. Let's have Bruce Wayne stop being Batman, but at the same time, you stop being a thief.
Well,
How about that? Equal partnership right there,
I don't think
right?
that's really equal. I think the city needs Batman more than it needs Catwoman.
They
Yeah.
don't. No,
But
no.
no, I'm just
They
saying.
don't need Batman. Where they have 20 other
That's
people, bro. They
true.
got
Yeah.
Nightwing, Robin. If Nightwing can't
They
Oh.
do
basically got
Batman
an
stuff
entire
now at
group
this
of
day and age, he
people.
should retire too.
Oh.
No, all
Wait.
you
Which?
need is Azrael and Cassandra Cain, and I think you should be good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, and speaking of them, like Jason Todd, yeah, he of course sides with Selena because
yeah.
he
It
wants to
was his
say
plan.
fuck
It's
you.
literally his plan. But
Mhm.
it's the same plan he had. But she's not murdering the Joker and the Riddler and all that. It's the same plan.
Yeah.
But
So yeah,
but yeah,
that's
Gotham
what.
War. It's a war about an ethical issue that will never be resolved in comics. So this is kind of
But,
feels like a waste of time to me.
but let's go on
But
this
also,
ride
what about the
together.
other problems? Like, what about the drug problem? All this other stuff. Like, this
Oh.
is you're taking people from like getting paid to work with other criminals, but it just opens up like more leeway because Batman's now gonna be focused on this than like other stuff.
Well,
Yeah. Watch Selena be a target because I really want to see Joker react to like, hey, where are my goons carrying my
He's like,
Joker
where?
bomb?
He's gonna come home. He's gonna be like, bro, where's Skittles? And where's the other clown? Where are my people?
And where are all my
What?
clowns?
What do you mean he took his makeup off?
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah.
know how much money I spent on that makeup for these guys?
Yeah. Who's going to help me loot all the bars of gold from the bank? But you know what? I'm going to follow this issue anyway, this series anyway. Hey, it's Chip Zdarsky writing it,
No,
and I
it's
know
not
this.
a
This is
bad thing. I agree
yeah.
that you just follow it. It's
There's,
just
there's,
it's a weird time to do this
we all
matchup
know.
in my opinion.
We all know there's not going to be a final resolution to this situation. Gotham is always going to have crime, no matter what.
I
the only thing
honestly
like
wish that Penguin was still here. That if she was working with
Oh.
Penguin, she probably could literally bottleneck all crime, and they probably
Hmm.
could pull that off.
I don't know
But
why
he's not here.
I don't know why Gotham has to have this much crime. It should just have like a manageable crime at this point. Again,
They
It's
got way too
Gotham
many
City.
people, bro.
What
There's
do you
too many
expect?
supervillains to this.
Blame,
Batman has
blame the
twice the number of supervillains than most cities.
Yeah, blame the popularity of Batman's villains, man.
I
What can I
guess. I
say?
mean, say what you want about Terry McGinnis, but I mean, he don't have a rogues gallery because they die every episode. I'm just saying.
uh,
But, all right.
oh
I know I
yeah,
missed Red Hood killing, bro, but it didn't matter because Batman's so popular, he just come back anyway.
Yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, that
but
was our episode. Which
yeah.
plug in the socials.
Hello, I'm here to plug some socials. So please subscribe and put on notifications because you will get some new uploads every week, which that sounds pretty cool in my opinion. You can follow us on Twitter at Comic Fanatics 69. I do post some stuff on there. You know, feel free to answer some of the questions that I've been posting throughout this entire live. Yeah, you can follow the Instagram at Comic Fanatic 2.0 because I just posted some art on there. I will post some more art later, I guess.
Cool.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Witch of Jotun with an E instead of a U, all one word because I got my account back like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, and you can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok at witch_of_Jotunheim. I do post stuff because I'm allowed to. I don't think it's a crime. So yeah. Try to find Austin. I dare you. Let me know on Twitter if you do. If you want to find the other two, I don't know. Go to Jersey, I guess.
Credit, we forgot to announce the bonus night with me and you on Thursday.
Oh yeah, on Thursday. Go bother Cryptid and Austin on here because they're gonna be doing a live. I don't know what it is yet, but we'll figure it out when we get there.
Gotcha. We're gonna go find the One Piece.
And
But anyway,
We'll talk about
if
One
audience.
they
Piece and
want
we'll bring up
to,
comics
we
from
might have a
other.
special guest next week.
Yeah, we're gonna have a new guest. Yay! All right,
Yeah, I was saying
audience.
just bring them on.
Just for the week.
All right, audience. We're gonna sign out. Bye.
Boy.
Bye. See you guys later.
Hold on.